And we're live.
Awesome. Welcome, everyone. I wanted to start off with just a public announcement. We know we have several customers here. Good morning, everyone. If anyone's running into any issues with CoreStore, we are aware it's being fixed as we speak, or it should already be fixed. So just wanted to let everyone know. Normally we start off with our upbeat music, but I wanted to make sure, because obviously priority is for us to make sure that all systems are always running and you're not having any issues. So again, we will interrupt probably again as soon as we know everything's working. I'm pretty sure it's rolling through right now. So just give us maybe 5 more minutes, I think, and I'll keep everyone posted. In the meantime, we will start our webinar, Joel, and I don't know, I think you've prepped up something. It's Cinco de Mayo. So welcome, everyone.
Cinco de Mayo, everybody!
coreBLAST time. Turn that horn up. Let the whole thing move. Boom, bap, hit. Baseline low. Trumpets fire and the whole room glows. Morning sun rising, speakers get loud. Coreware stepping through the digital crowd. Screens come alive, workflow in motion. Retailers tuned in from coast to ocean. From the front counter flow to the online cart. Every moving piece starts playing its part. Inventory tight, customer file clean. Platform running smooth behind the scene. Click, scan, sell, let the rhythm ride. Coreware moving with the whole shop wide. When the day gets heavy in the order stack, coreBLAST brings the fire and we bring it back. Light 'em up. Coreware came to turn it up. Horns hit hard and the baseline drops. Platform moving and it don't stop. Light 'em up. coreBLAST got the whole room up. Retail rhythm, scream to store. Coreware coming with a little bit more. Beat brass punch, let the beat swing. Coreware rolling like a heavyweight king. Orale, here we go. Let that Coreware rhythm flow. From the counter to the web. Every dealer moving ahead. Orale, bring that heat. Trumpets dancing on the beat. coreBLAST live and the lights stay high. Coreware lighting up the sky. As the walks in, got the message locked tight. Showing what's moving and what's taking flight. No dead air, no slow parade. Just real tools getting center stage. Products, payments, orders in line. Cleaner paths and faster time. Less backtracking, less loose ends. More power when the busy day bends. Every feature got a reason to run. Every update helps get more done. And when the pressure kicks in, the work comes fast. You better be watching the next coreBLAST. Baseline growl, trumpet stab bright. Coreware bringing that platform light. Light 'em up. Coreware came to turn it up. Horns hit hard and the baseline drops. Platform moving and it don't stop. Light 'em up. coreBLAST got the whole room up. Retail
I like
Welcome.
it.
It's Cinco de Mayo, everybody.
Welcome. All right, the first test for everyone that's here to present. Are you prepped up for Cinco de Mayo, guys? Let's start with Joel. Joel, are you prepped?
I got all my Cinco de Mayo out of me right there. That song.
Well, that's not the answer I'm looking for. Notice, I know you can't see the title as far as the audience can't see it, but do you guys see my title today? You know, I keep changing it.
CTO?
Yes. Do you know what that stands for?
CTO. Chief Taco Officer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did you really get tacos? Oh my gosh, man.
You all
Having
failed.
tacos
If
tonight.
you did not get tacos on Cinco de Mayo, Taco Tuesday, shame on you. And
I'm on a diet.
Cinco de Mayo, the calories don't count, Josh.
Comes on Tuesday. Like, how often does
Josh,
that
you
happen?
should go see Wendy and get yourself some nice tacos.
Oh,
I can't.
man.
It sounds really good, but I really can't.
Okay, get a taco bowl with no. You can get the taco bowl. That fits your diet. And by the way, Joel, this fits our diet. It's an egg diet.
You got eggs in there?
Somewhere.
I love it.
Something here is made with eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
That is awesome.
I have totally failed on the egg diet at the moment. So
I have
just
too.
Everyone knows. So quick update on CoreStore. Everything should be all set. Just let our support know if you're running into any issues. Let's see what else. So the test today is, can I actually eat my tacos while I do the webinar without being rude about it? So what do you think the best way to accomplish that, Joel?
I think you just need to go for it, and everyone else can suffer through it.
No, I think the right answer,
Joel,
Josh,
take the lead.
is exactly. Thank you, Colt, or you.
I got a thing. I got tacos too. I gotta go get. So
I think
I'm not seeing any other proof of tacos.
mine are making downstairs. So. Oh wow!
All right.
Awesome.
Well, in all seriousness, thank you everyone for joining. And I don't know. We always say we have a lot to cover. I will be completely honest with everyone. I kind of prepped up, but kind of not. So we're going to be really random today. It should be kind of fun because I don't know. I've got an excuse, Joel, and this one is valid. Well, first and foremost, you remember in our good old Corecast, which we haven't done one, but you know, coreBLAST, Corecast, same thing. One of our favorite topics last year was the UFOs.
Oh, don't start.
It's hit Fox News front cover today. I don't know if you saw it, front page, but they're coming. I mean, apparently the UFOs are outmaneuvering our Air Force as we speak.
They're not coming. They've been here.
Yes, good point.
Yeah, and it's crazy that these UFOs have ancient alien technology on the side of them that looks like it says Lockheed Martin. That's the craziest part of it all.
Yeah. So, you know, I want to blame the UFOs for not fully being prepped. I'd like to also blame my bathroom. Josh, knows this story. But, you know, I work a lot. I think all of you know that. And normally I'm staying up all night working. Unfortunately, I blame my lack of sleep on two things, a remote and a bathroom. Collectively wasted about 5 hours of my time last night. So,
wow.
I don't know which one you want to hear first, but I spent about, I don't know, 3 hours tearing up my place here, condo here, trying to find a remote that I really didn't need, is the sad part. But, you know, I get so caught up on, you know, I'm a bit OCD, in case people didn't know. And Joel, I tore up the place, couldn't find it. And
what was the remote for?
a TV, and it's not even a TV that I watch often, is the whole sad part.
No, but
But
it came with it, so you needed it.
no, I really didn't, because I was able to use my phone, but it was just the principle. And I'm like, how can a remote disappear in like a 600 square foot place? I don't even know if it's that big. It's like, this is impossible. Well, long story short, I discovered it. It ended up somehow in a suitcase. Don't ask me how, but so that led me into the next part of the story, because at this point it's already like, I don't know, 1 a.m. and I decided to go, get ready. I'm like, okay, I've got a big webinar, I've worked all day. I'm actually going to try to go to sleep at a decent hour for Ezra. And I like get ready, close the restroom door, just because I tend to do that. And then I realize, hey, I just forgot something in there. And
Oh no.
yeah, door's locked.
No.
Door's locked.
Oh.
So this is where I decide, Mr. Not so mechanically inclined, but I'm like, okay, it's a freaking door. Surely I can open it. I tried the credit card technique. I try prying it open with a screwdriver. I'm trying everything. I consult with ChatGPT because AI's everything these days.
Couldn't figure out how to get in the bathroom, could it?
No.
It doesn't need to, though, so it wasn't really as desperate as you were.
I'm just saying, this is why I always carry a lock-picking set on.
Yeah, I don't think the neighbors would have appreciated that, Josh. So
Movies showed me that if you just put one pillow into it, you're fine. It's basically a suppressor.
Jocelyn said it was
point,
a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah. So at this point, it's like 4 a.m. and I finally give. I'm like, okay, I'll just get someone in here. Not a big deal. We'll figure it out. But now I'm really kind of revved up, so I couldn't fall asleep. I fell asleep finally at like 5. Woke up at 6:15, thinking I had slept the night, and I'm like, oh, I can call maintenance. Well, still too early, so managed to sleep a little more. And then here's the sad part of the story. Sometimes this is very relevant for this webinar, and I'm going to have you get something prepped up. Pull up a ChatGPT window. So maintenance came. Joel, ask me how long it took them to open the door.
5 seconds, because there's a little hole in the deal, and they just poked it.
Listen, I tried the little hole. It doesn't freaking work. Just so everyone understands, I tried everything. I was ready to literally just pound it open, and then I'm like, stop. Right? Sometimes stubbornness is not a good thing. It's funny. I told Larry I would not share this story because it just makes me seem really old and senile, but I knew she would laugh again. So I'm sure she's listening laughing. So I did try that, Joel. It didn't work, but it took them not 5 seconds. I think it took them 2 seconds. So
oh, wow.
He just had a bigger screwdriver but then did a turn and it opened. So, even though we feel like we're being overrun by AI doesn't always have the answers. So that's a good lesson to learn. So share your screen with ChatGPT.
I am not. I've got an authentication error. Can anyone else?
Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me?
No, I'm not. I restart everything before we start a webinar just in case there's an issue. I am so sorry, everybody.
Here I was going to just take at least one bite of my taco, and
it's literally not letting me. It's not letting me. I'm trying.
All right, fine. Be that way. I'll share my screen.
Somebody help.
Wow. I mean, I have to do everything.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm going to type in a question. What month starts with the letter X? So Hunter's in the room. Hunter, do you know the answer to this one? I'm giving you an easy question to start with.
Hunter's not in the room.
Oh, I thought he was. Bummer.
No one sent him an invite. He's in his office. He's in the chat.
Look, they actually fixed it. So I've got, Joel, I'm going to send you a screenshot because this went kind of viral.
Yeah.
I think I have it. Yeah, I do. Let me shoot you over a screenshot that you can share because I think it's important and relevant for our webinar. So let me see if I can do a quick screenshot here. So, and I'll share the screenshot as soon as I can. Sorry, I'm operating on 2 different machines. You know what? I think I can just.
I am too.
Are you?
Yeah,
So,
that's why I'm probably having issues as well.
So let me just, I'm going to Discord this over to you, and if you can just share it. It's not a screenshot, it's just the actual text that ChatGPT returned. And let me stop sharing my screen, and you can just share that text. And again, this kind of went viral, so I assume OpenAI actually fixed it. Did you get that text, Joel?
Yeah, where do you want me to share it?
I don't know. I mean, can you just put it up on the screen?
No, because it doesn't take that much text. I can put it in a document.
Okay. So I'm just going to share my screen again.
That would be good.
Show everyone what the answer was. You'll have to believe me. Oh my gosh, Joel. Okay,
They literally fixed it the day after I showed it to you. That's crazy because I just tried it on mine.
Yeah, so here's what it did answer. And I actually, Josh, I tried it earlier today and got the same answer. So they must have just fixed it. So the answer that ChatGPT was giving was none. There is no month in the English calendar that starts with the letter X. Sounds good, right? But then it says the 12 months are, and it lists the 12 months, right? But it goes, even though October contains an X, it starts with O, not X. And that's a really important thing
There are videos our audience should go look up of ChatGPT hallucinating for 20 minutes, going through every month, trying to convince you and itself that it's spelled with an X. So this is a real thing.
So it is a real thing, and my whole point, obviously our new platform, part of it is what we're really pushing is the AI, but I want everyone to remember the AI is it's a tool, it's an assistant. It's not always the right tool for the right job. It's no different than I had a screwdriver, but I didn't have the right screwdriver, right, to open that door. And I spent a whole lot of time trying to open a door. It's the same thing with AI. So what I highly recommend, no matter what AI solution you're using, no matter what use case, make sure you don't just take the shortcut and simply rush to use something that AI spits out, because it has so much knowledge. It's hard sometimes for any system to be able to truly determine, what's right, what's wrong, what is the right answer for you versus for me. We might ask the same question, but one answer might be relevant to you, one answer might be relevant to me, and it could be the same answer where it's not relevant to me, right? Even though it could be a very similar question. We all run our businesses differently, right? We all do things differently. We all think differently. So use AI as a tool. And that's one of the things that we're really trying to focus on with the new platform is provide you an assistant, that doesn't go out and basically start hallucinating per se. So I just wanted to really start by going over that. So our our goal, is this is a light them up webinar. So we're going to try to light up a few things. I keep delaying a few things, but I'm going to show you some exciting things that you do have access to today. I'm going to show you some things that really nobody necessarily here on the panel has seen, get some reactions. And we'll also, we'll show you some things that I think maybe you may not have seen yet. So special shout out to, I think Philip's here, right? Philip Diaz?
Yes.
So Philip from Warrior Gun Range in Miami. Josh is going to be coming to help you set up. I don't know if you've already set up the wait list and the lane reservations. And so he's going to come in person. I'm going to be seeing you. Philip has graciously offered to host us in a nice business meeting, introducing some, you can come, Colt. I don't know. Was that your...
Where's my invite? Any chance I get to go see Phil?
I wouldn't mind help setting all that up. I think it'll.
But yeah, we are going to be converging a week after next, right, Josh? Yeah. So we'll be there somewhere around the 17th, the week of, and we're looking forward to seeing Philip, one of our customers that has been with us from the very, very early days. So we're excited. We've been setting up a lot of ranges with the new system. Again, if you haven't seen the Coreware system and if you need a full demo of it, just go back and watch some of our webinars. We have a lot of them and we cover a lot. There's a lot to the new platform. And I'll start, I think, with one of the areas that everyone hopefully is using. So this is our marketing module. So our marketing module has a lot to it. Again, I'm not here to go over every little function because we've done plenty of webinars on it, but just to give everyone a quick overview, we have a reputation management module, and that lets you manage your reputation as far as managing your Google reviews, responding to them, requesting them. You can actually have a widget on your website. Again, on your current website, you can just add a widget that shows everyone your Google reviews. That works within the CoreForce, or even if you're not using CoreForce, right? You can use this and embed it on whatever website you're using, if you're using a WordPress site or anything else. So again, this is accessible to any of our Coreware customers at no additional charges, everything that I'm showing you. We've got the social media management module, which lets you create posts on all of the social media platforms, including, and guys, just help me if I miss any. And Joel, see if you can help me for a change. I don't know. I mean, so far you're batting 0 for 1, I guess, 2, 3. But we integrate with X. We integrate with Meta, TikTok. And as far as Meta, it's Instagram and Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, I'm pretty sure, right? Am I missing any?
Oh, yeah. Wait, so, do we YouTube?
I don't know.
I've never seen.
Why don't we just look at the list?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, why don't we integrate into YouTube? Hey, mate, someone put in a.
I don't think that would be. You're there. You usually use the YouTube Studio to upload videos. That would be a huge deal if we did something like that. We don't want to compete with YouTube.
It would be good, right? No, we're not competing, but if you have a way to upload a video and at least look at your analytics all in one place, might be good.
Maybe,
right.
But
I don't have any data here, which is why you're not seeing analytics. But again, if you connect up all of your social media, you can have one place to look at all your analytics. So that's really valuable. We've got the blog module. This is where Corey can assist you in terms of blog articles. And again, when you create a blog article, you can use Corey and just choose what you're writing about. You can generate the post. So, or you can, again, just do a drag and drop. Super easy, super nice. Your branding kit, which we use throughout the Coreware platform, is where you can actually specify all of your company taglines. You can choose your logos. You can actually create a logo, right, with Corey. And we'll be talking a little about image generation in a little bit. You've got a complete widgets module, which is really nice. So you can create as many widgets. And again, widgets are just, let me give you an example of some widgets. So Joel, have you looked at all these?
Not as deeply as we are right now.
Hey, Hunter, I promised Josh I'd put you on the spot. On your, I know you guys are building, and I'm being serious, a really nice website, which we'll definitely pull up at some point today, because I think we want to show off a few of the features that you guys have built into it. And, you know, you and Josh are salespeople. You're not necessarily devs, right? Although, you know, I think you both have some technical acumen, but everything you've done is pretty much with just playing with the system, right? You haven't gone through any formal training. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Awesome. So, and I'm putting Hunter on the spot not because I'm trying to harass him, but RA begged me to invite someone aside from him. So Hunter, you can complain to RA. It's all his fault.
I'll be sure to do that. Thank you.
Cool, no problem. So Hunter, have you, and again, just answer truthfully, have you played around at all with the widgets? Have you seen these?
Very briefly. I've seen them,
okay.
Yes, but I haven't dug into them, I guess.
Yeah, so I'd like you to, you know, definitely try them out. And the web builder lets you choose a widget directly, and I'll get to the web builder and show how that works. But we have some really cool widgets. So we've got an announcement bar and tells you what the key features are. We've got a pop-up, slide in, a sticky button, which is a floating action button, right? That's always visible on a page. You've seen some of those. We've got a countdown timer. You know, it's what we use, for example, when we're about to go to SHOT Show and there's a countdown for our annual dinner. We've got a product highlight where you can basically highlight a specific product, and you can customize how it looks, and shows you the different use cases. And then we've got a social proof widget, which is just the badges that show, you know, and you can actually choose if you want to show the live visitor counts and some other options there. So yeah, if you and Josh, Hunter, I think it would be good to try to put some of these widgets on the website, on the sale website, wherever it makes sense. I think it would be really cool. So that's the widgets. We've got our email module, and I think I'll spend a little bit of time in here because there's a couple of exciting enhancements here. And then we've got messaging, which is not live yet. It is hopefully turning on live. I know I say any day now, but it should be any day now. As you can see, it's live on our sale demo. So Hunter and Josh, hopefully you'll be able to get it activated this week and start playing with it. Basically, you can set up different templates, and once you set up a template, you can actually create a campaign. The campaigns, you know, will, just like the email campaigns, you'll be able to see the history of the campaigns. And again, you'll be able to purchase credits. I believe, will have very, very, very competitive prices on the SMS credits. So keep an eye on that. We should be, again, if it's not this week, it will be next week. I know I sound like a broken record, but there's things being added all the time into the platform. So we're not sitting there just delaying. I'll like I said, I'll show you today some things that are available live as we speak. So so I noticed in the sales demo, you guys haven't really done any campaigns, or maybe you did a few, but they're all called untitled.
I've been playing with it a little bit, but not too much.
So I think one of the questions, what I want to really make sure everyone knows, if you're using MailChimp or any other email provider, definitely give us a shot. Try it out, because you have 5,000 email credits that you can use for free. You don't have to stop using what you're using. I mean, I highly encourage it once you're comfortable with us. And again, our pricing is better than pretty much any other email platform out there. You can just hit the buy credits, and you've got options, right? You can purchase a subscription, or you can just do one-time credit packs. And quite frankly, I don't know of hardly any other platform that, they all try to get you, right? They want the monthly. And that makes sense we have a lot of customers that do large mailings on a regular basis. But again, if you're a small business and you're just trying to experiment, and, you maybe wouldn't even consume the free 5. And when we say 5,000 free credits, it's not, oh, we're going to give you 5,000 credits and then we hook you in, because that's all you get. You get it every month after month after month. And that's just because we want to help our small businesses as much as we can, because hopefully you'll grow, and you'll go from sending 1,000 emails a month to 2,000, and grow from 2,000 to 4,000. And then you'll grow it even more and realize, hey, this is working. I'm able to get more sales, and let me now invest and purchase either a one-time, because it's holiday season and I just want to make sure I have enough credits, or it makes sense for me to purchase a subscription. So again, we're extremely competitive, very easy to purchase these credits, and very easy for you just to use it, for completely no extra cost. So I don't know why you have so many untitled campaigns. So one of the things that you can start with, what's really nice is when you create an email campaign, you can actually choose different layouts. So if you want a 2-column layout, if you want a newsletter layout, so you can choose whatever layout you want. And that immediately puts you in just a nice little builder. And again, it's very easy to navigate. I can just quickly drag, for example, a text box in here and add text. Right. And you've got all these different features here. Again, I'm not here to walk through every little feature, but I wanted to point a few things out. One of the things is you've got forms, right? And forms is one of the major modules that you have access to today. And we're going to talk about forms because we've added some really cool features to the forms recently. And your forms are not just forms. It's anything that you need your customer to fill out, including agreements that need to be signed, including waivers, including employee forms that only HR should have access to. So forms is really powerful. So you can just drag a form right into here. You can basically put your logo, you can put reviews, so all kinds of content that you're able to put in. And let's see if I can. So here's where it gets really cool. So Hunter and Josh, I don't think you've even seen this, have you?
Your screen is super small on our end. So.
Oh, well, that means it's really small on everyone's end.
Well, no, I have the chat open.
Oh, okay. So back to my question.
Read it out what you're looking at.
So right over here where I'm circling, hold on, let me make it bigger for you, old man.
Yeah, listen, I need to get my eyes checked.
Apparently. And then I think Hunter is just totally silent. He's still shocked because I keep calling out his name.
I'm also doing my best to see, I promise.
Wait, are you just talking about adding products directly to an email campaign?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
already.
So that's something I don't think a lot of our customers realize that it's there. And why this is so powerful is because think about the amount of time that it takes to build an email. So if you're on an independent email platform that doesn't have your products, doesn't have your prices, you've got to build all that from scratch. And the beauty is at this point, I can just drag this in here, right? And then I can just select whatever products that I want to display, right? Now, I'm not, I should have probably dropped it in here just to make sure. There we go. How's that, Josh?
Very nice.
Oh my gosh. Are you really paying attention, Josh? Are you pulling a Joel on me?
I show this in all of my demos. Ask Hunter.
Yeah, but I think a lot of our audience doesn't know that exists. So this is super, super powerful, in terms of the ability to actually feature products. And this is where it gets really powerful, is if you use collections, right? And let's go and throw this down here. And let's just see if we have any collections. I don't know if we do. So let me open up the properties.
If you're in sales demo, it has a membership collection.
Well, it actually has a top. Yeah, I see a range membership collection and a top picks.
Yep.
So the reason why I want to choose the top picks is because, and I don't know what criteria you use, and I'm going to jump and show everyone where to set up a collection in the products module. Because again, the products module should be live for everyone. And you can use it, even if you just want to use it to start building collections. And collections, the nice thing about collections is a collection can be, for example, a group of categories of products. It can be a list of individual products. But it can also be a dynamic collection, right? So let's go over to products. And let me show you where you set up collections. So if you go to products, I know it's hard to see, but it's right there, collections. And I can go click on collections and let's just see the top picks. So in this case, I think you just manually built this, which no shocker, you chose your LMT as your top pick, which makes sense. But you can also create dynamic collections. So what I mean by that is I don't know, maybe I want to do products under $100, right? So what I mean by a dynamic collection is once I save this, I can actually go and really specify what is in this collection specifically. So I'm going to make it a smart rule-based collection. And I'll just build it with Corey and say products under $100. So what's cool about this is this becomes a dynamic collection. So every time you add a product that is under 100, it will add it to that collection, right? So you'll see it built conditions. You can build these yourself. You don't have to use Corey. I was just showing you the quick way of doing it. And again, this is where Corey, there's certain areas where Corey, you'll have a certain amount of credits every month. But Corey is our AI engine. Everyone knows, you haven't been living under a rock, AI costs are skyrocketing, right? Because AI uses compute power. So at the end of the day, someone has to pay for that compute power. And that's why ChatGPT has subscriptions and Gemini you're paying. So at the end of the day, we can't offer unlimited free credits, but you'll have a certain amount of credits every month. And if you choose to continue to use Corey, it will alert you if you're out of credits and give you an opportunity to purchase, right, credits. And it's not going to be expensive. But again, it's up to you. Time is money, right? If I need to play around and create a complex set of conditions and I don't want to, maybe it's easier for me to use Corey, spend 2 cents or less, on something like that. Or you may not see, there's certain areas where we're not even charging any credits. So it's only with our heavy usage areas, if you're creating images, for example. But it's going to be up to you, and it's going to be very transparent. There's no surprises in the Coreware platform. So the neat thing about this is it will actually create this collection. And again, it's dynamic. That rule will always exist. So for example, if you want to do your featured items and you have a tag that you created, and once a week, you just want to go in and choose featured items, you can just tag those items, right, as featured. And that means that your email that you create, right, will also, you can have it dynamically change. So if you build an email using a dynamic collection for this week, if you change that, just change the tags, duplicate the campaign, and you're done with your weekly email. I mean, Joel, how much time do you feel like that saves people? Where literally you're not doing hardly anything to create those emails.
A lot, but I do have a question. First, I'd like to say, if you're sending emails out and you're not including products, you're not bright. I'm just going to say it. If I get an email from a business that doesn't entice me to buy something, we're all consumers, man. It's America. You just got to understand that's why people open emails. They're not opening to read our stories or anything. So you got to put products in your emails. I do have a question. When you tag products, Ezra, for a particular, like, let's say I want to do an email this week and I'll tag those. Does the tag run out? I mean, is it like have an expiration date so it doesn't pick those products next week?
So I believe you can set tags to expire. That's a really good question. So let's check it together, because if it's not, we'll need to put a request in. I don't remember if I did the expiration on tags, to be honest with you, and it looks like I didn't. So it's your fault, Joel. So we need to make sure we add a tag expiration option.
So people could literally, if you're buying things right now, like you're because I know that, businesses plan their sales out, right? You plan out what you're going to purchase. You can literally start creating those tags now.
Yep.
And then once we get those expiration dates set, you can just have them automatic. So when the product comes in, your emails are kind of automatic, which is, I think, awesome.
For sure. But what you can also do, I'm probably overcomplicating the example, Joel, because what you could do is just create a collection of your weekly, let's say you call it your weekly email products, and you just manually add those products. And then the next week you just choose other products, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to use a tag. I'm just making an example that's a little more complex that may or may not be relevant. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So, and by the way, I already told everyone. Yeah, I was just checking messaging to make sure I don't have anything blowing up that we need to respond to. So I think we're in good shape there. Okay, so yeah, that's as far as where you set up product tags. And again, we definitely should make sure to add a ability to have expiring tags. So yeah, so that's one of the really good features of the email campaign builder. And here I just did what I was telling everyone you shouldn't do. You should always title your Didn't even choose the right one. You should always title these. Now, one of the other really exciting things that I believe we added, I don't know if Wits is around and listening because I'm not finding it. So if you don't see it, and everyone help me, I am actually looking for a new element. We call these elements, right? All different kinds of elements. And I don't see it. Oh, I do. Check this out, guys. So Josh and Hunter, have you played with this? The banner?
I didn't even know that was in the email builder.
It's not, it wasn't. That was a test. I was trying to see if you're typical sales guys and you were going to go, oh yeah, we've done an email. We've seen that one before. I would have known that you're playing the sales game. So good answer. You passed the test.
And
I should have put Hunter on the spot. Yeah, I should have put Hunter on the spot.
Oh, my bad. Hey, yeah. Hunter, have you ever seen that before?
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
So this is super, super cool. And again, it's available to everyone today. So I'm going to go to the website module. And Hunter and Josh, you guys looks like you have several sites that you're playing with, working on. I know this one is your main one, right? And it's looking really good. And I do want to walk through a few features, just to show everyone. And hopefully you added a couple of things that I wanted you. So I'll be putting you on the spot in a second. Yeah, Hunter's probably in the background typing away. But look, new module. So the Coreware platform is divided into what we call modules and submodules, right? So basically the main modules are on the left side, right? And the submodules are always going to be presented in the menu when you actually access the specific module. So we've got our contacts, marketing, scheduling, service, products. You won't see pawn, but that's coming. The FFL module, purchasing, sales, company, websites, and payments. Everyone should be seeing all of these modules. What you're not necessarily seeing is all the sub-modules at this point. And again, that's by design. Before I forget, let's see if our panel can spot something in here that's missing in the contacts module. Anybody missing anything?
Yeah, because I went looking for it the other day and got so confused for a quick second. Looking. I know where it's at now, but I can't remember what it is.
Josh got it. Yeah, Josh got it. I heard you say it quietly, Josh. Employees, right? And employees is a really, really important submodule. But we moved it. I made the executive decision to move it. So I want to make sure for those of you who are using the system, don't panic. So I'll show you exactly where that is. But we moved it because typically your contacts module is where your entire CRM lives. And your CRM is just your contact system for managing prospects and customers and suppliers, and your pipeline, and this is where you define your memberships. And I've got a couple of other little things to show you that you won't see on this submodule at this point, but I'll show it to you from a whole other screen that I've got prepped up and waiting here. So where did employees move? So basically I moved it under company and right under operations, right? Because it kind of makes sense to be under the operations. And again, you may not see all of these. You will see locations, and you should see employees. If you're not seeing employees, make sure you're signed in as a system administrator, meaning you're the primary. Again, all of you who have access to Coreware at this point were set up on CoreStore originally, so therefore your main admin user has system admin access. If for some reason you don't, just let us know and we'll get that fixed very quickly. But employees, there's a lot here. I believe I've gone through a lot of the employee features. I mean, anyone on the panel can correct me if I'm wrong. But this is where you maintain your employees. And basically, if you choose any employee, well, choose Hunter, this is where I can go and actually look under the user account. And this is where permissions are set up. And we did expand the permissions. So it's right now basically divided into the modules and sub-modules, and we'll probably get even more granular than that. So Hunter doesn't have access to employees. He doesn't have access to our partner module. And partners, I'm pretty excited about this. It won't be here this week, but hopefully either next week or the week after. And why I think this is exciting for a lot of our customers, all of you pretty much sell online to any level, any degree, right? Some of you sell a lot online, some of you sell a little online. Having that partner program will hopefully help you find and incentivize maybe your super fan customers to recommend you, right? So you'll be able to set up affiliate links, right? So if you've got, if you've got a customer that visits the range all the time and, he just loves your establishment, it's like, hey, let me give you an affiliate link and, talk to your friends and you can get a little piece of the action, right? So that's what the whole idea of a partner program is. Coreware, we're going to set up a customer referral program. We get a lot of our customers from existing customers, and we have a lot of customers that really do the selling for us, and it's a way for us to be able to reward our customers. So we'll be setting up an affiliate program. We've had one before, but this will be better and fully integrated into the entire system. So basically, you'll see a whole lot of permissions here that you can set up within every module. And again, this will certainly grow further. So on any employee, you can set up either full access, read-only, or no access. So, so there's a lot over here on the employee side. But I want to go back to, I haven't taken a single bite of my taco. What is wrong with this picture?
We've actually got an undergoing bet going on, a little side bet of how long it will go before you take a bite.
I have to remove myself from the screen. I cannot be rude.
I think you just need to confidently start eating it.
Let me talk about these tacos for a second.
People like watching people eat. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll live vicariously
Speak for
through you. I
yourself.
still have another hour.
So I've got a lengua taco. I've got a pork. I think it's like a carnita, and then I've got it's actually a Wagyu beef taco. Yeah. It's killing me.
Do you want to transition to the website that they built?
Oh yeah, so they
you
can
can
walk
eat.
us through it, and I'll take some bites. All right, so let me. God, where was I? Let me go back to the website module because I wanted to show you the new module, which is the banner module. So I do have a qualifier here that I need to make sure you all know. I have only seen the banner module like once. So my point of showing it is because this will be like a learning experience for all of us. Everyone ready to learn? Because my whole point on, failed to load the banners. well, let's see if it will at least let me show you the creation of the banner. So we'll have to have, so I know RA is listening to, I think he's still listening to the webinar, and RA does not want to come on the webinar. He's shy. We invited him that one time, and he told me never invite him again. But I think we should bribe him and say, hey, RA, try to fix our banners, and in exchange, we'll keep you off the webinar. So you can create collections of banners, and then you can create single banners. And Colt, I think from a Coreforce standpoint, banners are one of the more used. Wouldn't you say it's one of the more used modules?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
So here's what's really cool. We've been talking about the email builder, right? And I showed you how you can add products. Well, the beauty of having a single platform is anything I can add to an email, right? Products, collections, I can do the same thing on a web page, which is really nice. So that means that any banner that I build, I can basically build it and use it on a website, or build it and use it on the email. Now, again, I may want to build different banners depending on the use case, but in theory, I can use the same banner. So the beauty here is you can actually create a collection, and you can define or choose, what your default banner, whether it's a wide hero banner, and we have dimensions here of each. I can do a billboard, a featured banner, panoramic. Wow, these are cool. I'm being serious because I have not gone through and seen all of these. Responsive, so it works well on mobile. And yeah, I should have had Wits, but I know it's late. I should have really had Wits come on and demo this, because A, I could be eating my taco, and B, he built this, so he knows a whole lot more about it. But again, we're in the world of exploration. So I'm just going to create gotta give it a name. I don't know, my featured products banner. All right, we're definitely gonna have to come back to this, because I am having trouble here, but I want to show the banners for sure. So I don't even know if RA is around, but someone see if he's around, because the banners are really cool. I don't think it's going to let me build even a single banner. So if we don't get back to this today, Joel, remind me, and we'll do a quick CorePal tomorrow, so we can actually show you how banners work. And
I went ahead and shot RA a message.
Yeah, I'm guessing he probably ran away because he was afraid that I would actually call him to the webinar. Yeah, exactly. So again, the banner module, that element is available both on the website pages. And again, if you want to try it out, you can try it out. If you get that same error that I'm getting, it could just be my instance here. But if you get that same error, just try it out tomorrow. We'll make sure that it's all working, and we'll publish a CorePal showing you the banner module. I'm super excited about it. I think you're really going to like it. So just to show you, if I'm going into my site here, and let's go into the website, and I can just choose one of, so we keep adding more and more system pages. And again, a system page is when you create a new site, you've got the ability to, it automatically creates all of these system pages for you, such as your login page, your registration page, your forgot password page. And the beauty is you can customize any one of these, right? And we keep adding more and more. So everything from, oh, I'll show you this because this has been enhanced. So we've got our system product search page, and I know all of you are going to complain, but I am going to switch to light mode so I can see it better. You all hate me.
You're good.
So again, you've got the ability to totally brand your search. You've got all the different colors that you can set, your typography, your styling. You can also, you've got advanced, if you're a coder, you want to put in some custom CSS, and then you've also have some options in terms of the product search, whether you show out of stock items or not. And that's on the branding. We'll be adding more and more features, for the search. So again, the nice thing is when you create a website, all you do is you choose a template. We create all the pages for you, and you can just go into each page. If you want to tweak it, customize it a little more, super easy, drag and drop. Again, any one of these pages, we're happy to do things for you. That's, paid professional services. But at the end of the day, if you've got anyone that has played with any just drag and drop tool, this is not like Core Force that, again, bit difficult. You need someone that understands HTML and all these things. This is a true drag and drop. So, everything from your search to checkouts, all of that, you've got the ability to customize, and, we're adding more and more customizations. It's not just, the colors, it's also, a lot of times it's, the actual functionality, right? So really flexible and very easy. We've also, I don't know if I've shown this before, but on every page, you've got a lot of SEO optimization. Colt, have you seen this?
I have not, and this has actually come up in the past week about this. So
yeah, so again, you can create it yourself, or you can generate it with Corey. That's, again, entirely up to you. From my perspective, I will keep repeating this. It is up to you how little or how much you're leveraging AI. And for each business, it's just different decisions for different reasons. SEO is a pretty mundane task, and personally, I definitely think it's worth generating it with Corey. This is an example. It shows you how many credits it will use, which is 96, and my current balance is 5,000 credits. I don't know if that's the number of credits that we're going to be offering. I think that's what we have right now. It is similar, 5,000. This is not the same credits as your email credits. So it's not like you have one big bucket of credits. There's email credits, and there's actual AI credits. And to see your credits, just click on your name here, and you can go to account and credits, and that will show you your current subscriptions. It will show you how many email credits. And Josh, you must have paid someone off because it looks like you've got infinite.
What can I say?
You've got the connections. The neat thing is it shows you a full usage history. So again, what I've seen, the trend with AI is they try to make things complex and hard to track, and we want to do the opposite, right? We want to be very transparent so you can easily track your usage, so there's no surprises. We're not going to bill you, automatically. You'll always have the opportunity, and it's only you, the system administrator, that can control if you're going to purchase more credits or not purchase more credits. And again, they get renewed every month. So if you only want to use what you're given, then just use what you're given. I mean, to do your SEO on 10 pages would cost you less than 1,000 credits, right? As an example, if you wanted to use the SEO for every, one of the 10 pages. So that's entirely up to you, but you can also just read each one of these and create your own, or go use ChatGPT, which maybe you have a free account and you just want to paste stuff in, right? So totally entirely up to you.
So-
go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, because you mentioned specifically about the credits and everything. So yeah, you're not really going to generate this on all of your pages. Like, this isn't going to go on your individual product pages and stuff like that. It's mainly going to be like your home page, your About Us page, maybe a range page or something like that. You're not going to be doing this for every single page of thousands
Correct.
of products, because that'll still happen automatically.
Yep. 100%. Yeah, this is for your static pages.
I like that it's got the little preview and everything, like the Google preview. That's nice.
Yeah, and it's got your social sharing as well. And again, we have information on every one of these, what it is and what it does. And we even optimize your website for AI, because AI is being used for a ton of searches. I mean, think of your own habits. I'm assuming many of you are now using Gemini or ChatGPT instead of the traditional Google, or you're in Google and you go into AI mode, right? So that's a whole different type of search. So therefore your website needs to be optimized for that.
The thing I really like about this is that before you use it, when you go to use the AI credits to do what you want to do, it gives you a message to show you roughly how many you're going to be using.
Yes.
I was literally just doing something with AI. I found this AI that would lay on top of your email client, and it would help control your emails and stuff like that. And they give you 5,000 free credits or whatever, or so many, or 3,000, something like that. Well, I just asked one prompt to do something like, hey, I just want to assign these emails and something pretty simple. And then I'll look at my credit usage, which it was buried into 3 different menus and everything. And I was already over 1,000 credits used just off of 1, maybe 2 prompts total. I'm like, really? Are you serious? It's not even using the max. I wasn't using their max AI tool or anything like that. I just did a simple prompt under Sonnet, and it just destroyed my credits. I was like, yeah, I'm not using this.
It's pretty incredible how much money you can spend on AI, and it's getting more and more expensive because these companies invested so heavily into the infrastructure. They've got to recoup that investment, otherwise they can't survive. So you're seeing not just an increase in usage, you're seeing an increase in costs as well.
That's something I was going to ask. I think you mentioned it, but I wanted to make sure. You can cap your AI usage as an admin, right? You can say hey, I don't want to go over this amount.
Totally.
Period, right?
It won't go over the amount. Whatever your credits are, it's not. So we use tools at Coreware, and most of them let us put a cap on, which is very important because, as Colt mentioned, before you know it, you're spending, I'll be very transparent. We've spent at times over $20,000 in a month on one AI tool. So it is not cheap. So 100%. The worst, we had an incident with a tool that wasn't even an AI tool, Colt, where I guess it was buried where you could put the caps on. And I got this panicky message on a Saturday morning saying, Ezra, something ... happened, and this tool just kind of went rogue, and we owe it was an ungodly amount. Now, luckily, we were able to talk to the company and work that out. But those are not the type of surprises that are good. Those are not the type of surprises that we will ever surprise a customer with. That is not my style. We like, it's no different than merchant processing. We're very transparent, right? With merchant processing, we don't play the games that, again, when you're a company that all you do is merchant processing, you've got to try to maximize, your profits, because that's all you do. That's the problem with one trick ponies. They have to overprice their trick because they only have one trick in their in the bag, and that's just reality. I mean, there's no other way to explain it. I'm not fault. It's a different business model, and it's okay. But the problem that I have is when a company's not transparent. So, or sometimes they do things really underhanded. We've seen merchant processing companies that increase. They say, "Oh, you're paying cost plus," right? Cost plus means you're paying literally the true cost of the credit card transaction plus a little bit of percentage on top. And that's what we do. But the problem is what is cost? And we've seen companies increase cost, right? They say, "Oh, no, interchange rate is this much," when it's not. And that's completely deceitful, illegal in my opinion. So we will never do that to customers. So Colt, to answer your question, there is no way you can go over your credits without purchasing credits first. It's just impossible. Impossible.
And I know we've talked about this directly, but I want to make sure that the customers know we will be setting it up to where, or maybe it's already set up to where only certain people can access purchasing.
Yes, only the system admin. Only if you're marked as a system admin, which in theory is the business owner. We don't recommend setting any other user up as a system admin. Now, again, we have customers that run big operations, multi-locations, and they've got backup people, they've got people they trust. Coreware is an example where we have several system admins. It's not just ownership that has system admin access to Coreware's Coreware instance. But again, each business is different. If you're a small business and you don't have many employees, you should not mark anyone else. Maybe it's a spouse or a child, depending if you trust the child. I'm just kidding. I'm seeing if he's even paying attention. I'm not looking at the screen, but
you got a side eye.
Dreaming of tacos. At least he stopped walking. So to answer your question, Colt, yes. So it's only system administrators that can make that purchase. So
good deal.
So again, very, very much in your control. And those were really good questions. Thank you, Colt. So that's you need to maybe encourage the rest of the panel to participate a little more, because thanks to you, I did snag 1 bite of my taco.
I calculated it. It was like 1 hour and 5 minutes.
Has it been that long already?
Yeah, I'm an hour and 13 minutes in.
Wow, I've got a lot of stuff to cover.
I think RA may be in the backstage if you do want to bring him on and snag a few more bites.
No. I'm not going to bring RA on. He doesn't want to come on. I'm not going to torture him. But
you told me to message him.
Yeah. No, if you can ask him to look at the banner issue. That's why. Were you paying any attention, Josh?
I thought you wanted him on to explain it.
No. I need him to see why on the sale demo I can't add a banner or a banner collection. All right. So I know I digressed, but that's a really important feature, of the web page module. And again, I want to be really, really clear on this. Nothing is stopping you from using the website module today, right? You can create pages to feature your blog articles. You can create now, not right now, hopefully very, very soon, if RA is really there and can hopefully fix things up. Although maybe it's working for other people, it's just not working for me. But we want to get those banners working, because again, you can create pages featuring products, and your link can be right to your current website, right? So nothing is stopping you from using the website module and starting to build all these static pages and even pages featuring certain products. You can build those. Nothing stops you just because you have another website with us that's using CoreForce. So that's the beauty of what we've done. And that's why I want everyone to, if you have CoreStore, go into CoreStore, click that Coreware menu option so you can access the new platform. It doesn't shut anything off, doesn't shut anything down. And there's some really, really cool things that you're going to be able to take advantage of. So we were talking about the website module, and I just wanted to show everyone where you can actually do the same thing that we were showing in the email builder. So again, I went way too fast, sorry. So I'm just editing a page. Actually, let me go and, oh, we don't like that. Let me go back to websites, sorry. And let me go into manage. I don't want to edit the page that I was on. I'll go into products just to show you. So again, this shows you, we've got products showing up here. Again, there's not a lot of products in here, and I'm literally going to definitely want to show off a couple of things. So if you notice, one of the things I did want to point out, we added support now for variations. So I think, is the shirt Hunter set up as a variation?
Yes, sir.
Cool. I'm seeing if you're paying attention. So actually, let me go back and show everyone the, I like this site. So let me open up the, site. And this is I think this is actually a public, public site. Joel, if you want, try that site, see if it comes up, because I encourage everyone, if you want to take a look. I think last time we shared our CoreFlux, I still need to rename that, which was kind of our yoga website. I just want everyone to be able to, and it's just the preview site for this particular site. But
I can see it.
Okay, good. You can share that in the chat if anyone's interested, just to see the consumer side of the site that, again, Josh and Hunter are putting together. A little failure here, Hunter. Why don't we have photos or images for our memberships? Go ahead. I'm going to see if you can give an answer that gives me a chance to take a bite.
We do have images attached to memberships. They're just not populating on our website. There's an active ticket in for it.
Also, just shared that link.
Same issue as Gun Bros.
Just shared that link. That's what you and Hunter did, Josh? That website?
Yes.
That is really, really freaking cool.
Appreciate it.
It really is. So, Josh, while if RA is with us and awake, you can see if you can take a look at that as well. Because you know me, my OCD, I'm like, this website is so nice, but what happened here?
Hey, Ezra, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
About the website builder, because I remember back in the day, if you had a Mac, you had access to iWeb. Remember iWeb? It brought building a website. Oh man, it was Apple's version of a website builder, and you could absolutely go ham with it. Like And it got to the point where you could tell when someone that didn't know what they were doing was building a website because it was crowded, it was loud, it was all kinds of different things. Do we have something built in that, and I'm going to tell everybody right now, if you want, if we don't have anything built in, there's an easy way to do it. But I just want to know if we have something that's built in to let people know, hey, maybe you shouldn't put this type banner with this type page, or maybe put things over here instead of over there. Are we offering any kind of built-in, like just keeping people from doing things that would be like you're just shooting yourself in the foot? You know what I mean? Your website's too loud, or
I think that would be a really good Corey agent, basically a website reviewer. So we don't currently.
Can we have?
I think it's a great idea.
Can we upload files or images to Corey?
Sorry, I'm in mid-bite, Joel.
No, you're good. I want you to enjoy it. It is Cinco de Mayo, after all.
Depending where in Corey, the answer is yes. But again, I think we can easily build a purposely built Corey agent to give you a website review.
That would be really cool, because I know that, and I'm not saying anybody out there's stupid or anything, but I am. And if I were going to build a website, I guarantee you I would go overboard with something that would end up costing me sales. So and we want to empower everybody out there.
To have it set up to, I don't know if it would be possible, but to have it link up to like Google's search console or something like that, and or what's the index page thing that Google runs? Will I can't remember the name of it, where it'll tell you like how your website is. I'm blanking on the name of what.
Just like the health of it or something.
Yeah, it's the index or something like that. Yeah, but be able to have it run your website through it.
And now AI can literally do that if you just drop the URL in there and say, hey, just go explore this website for me and tell me what you think. But it would be cool if we could do it inside our own platform.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty good.
I agree, and I am 1.5 tacos in.
Which one are you liking the best so far on this beautiful Cinco de Mayo?
So I did the pork, and I've done most of the beef. The Wagyu is definitely nice, tender. It's actually, so does everybody know what lengua is?
I do not.
Oh.
It's a kind of meat?
Yes, but it's a specific part of the beef. Nobody knows what it is?
I don't know if I want to know.
Josh knows. You may not want to know, but it's beef tongue. So I'm being the real authentic Cinco de Mayo. I don't know if you've had tongue before, but it's very tender and good.
I have not. No.
Can't do it, huh? Well, the Wagyu beef is actually beef cheek. So I'm being as authentic as I can be. Cheek, yeah.
You mean like in the backside or cheek on the face?
Not necessarily always cheek.
Well, this is a good question, Joel. But that's a valid question, Joel. I don't know which cheek it is. Now,
So it could be north cheek or south cheek. I eat some north cheek, but you put some south cheek in front of me, I'm not going to eat.
So if you'll eat some north cheek, if you eat some north cheek, why won't you eat tongue?
It's because they can't lick themselves with their cheeks.
Whole conversation's very tongue-in-cheek.
Hey, Kenneth has a really good question, and I think this is really like enlightening.
It'd be good if we could show this, if we possibly can.
Like that?
Because I feel like, because I think multiple people are going to have this question, and I know it's come up multiple times for me. So Ezra's question is, so if we make a page in Coreware, it can show on our current CoreForce website.
He didn't say that right. On our current CoreForce website, you got to go up a little bit. Yeah, it's a question.
Actually, we both said it wrong on our current Force website.
Yeah, that's right. We did. I had the inflection. You had nothing. I'm just
we
joking.
both added the core.
I know.
So there's a couple of ways to accomplish that. One is you can set up just a subdomain to your website where you have, your kind of more, I don't know what to call it, but your Coreware website pages, right? It can still look very similar and feel very much the same, but your link in CoreForce would just link to a subdomain page, right? So that's one way to do it. You can also in CoreForce create a page, with an iframe. We are also going to add, and we're working on this. We are going to add a way to create a page and just automatically add it into CoreForce. So the short answer is there are a couple ways to do it now, and there'll be, another way, an even easier way to do it. But definitely it absolutely can be done. And we definitely encourage, especially for example, the scheduling, selling memberships, all of that you should move to the new platform. The subscription module has been enhanced tremendously, and it has, between subscriptions and memberships, there are so many great features and really good analytics and reporting, and your class management is so much better. Your range reservations is so much better.
If you want, I can talk about that while you eat a little bit.
I would love you to.
I can actually talk about that one a little bit. So yeah, one of the big things, even right now for blogs, so that maybe not everyone knows, but we actually are deprecating the blog module in CoreForce in light of moving everything to the Coreware blog module. That's not to say if you're already using blogs in CoreForce, you still can. And we actually had someone that was using both. They basically had their existing previous CoreForce blogs and blog posts on a page, but then they just embedded the new ones on top of it. So that's one example. Another example, like Ezra was talking about, you can set up the subdomain. You could set up a blog.yourwebsite.com and point that to that. You can set up your scheduling. The forums is another example. You can set up the forums, in Coreware. Set it up how you want. If you want to do a contact us or something like that. Forms in CoreForce are kind of clunky, and not kind of clunky, very clunky, and not always easy to use. So you can set up a form in Coreware and just insert it into your CoreForce page that you currently have right now. The scheduling for setting up your ranges for memberships, all of that stuff right now can be put in there. Right now, it's still kind of you'll probably need some guidance on how and help on how to do that to an extent. You might be able to figure it out kind of on your own, because it's like Ezra said, you can iframe it in, or you can copy the link and everything like that. So there is some stuff like that you can go ahead and do now. But we're definitely make it better to where it's almost like the click of a button and bam, it's already on your new website. So, but yeah, it's coming along. I think it's really exciting.
All right, and I hereby award my favorite child award to Colt, my new favorite son, because he let me eat. Those tacos were staring at me, Colt. Thank you. But no, that was, in all seriousness, that was a good, really good review. And again, there is so much that you can do to enhance your current site. Imagine you want to build a really cool page featuring, I don't know, 3 or 4 products, and you can just build it on your own. You don't have to contact us. And you can literally create an email campaign that points someone specifically to that page. and it's just sitting on your shop.website.com, right? Or whatever you want as your subdomain. Again, it all hits your domain. So it's still, your SEO, everything. It's not a Coreware domain. You set up whatever domain you want. Maybe you own another domain that you want to use, or maybe you want to set up just a site featuring just your products, right?
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah. So this is where we see a huge use case is every website. Oh my gosh, sorry, but Josh just sent me a message. He's crying, Colt, because of that. I'm sorry, Joshy. I was just kidding. You're still my favorite. I'm just kidding. We're going to look at the banner module.
You're about to get him text from Aaron.
No, RA is now my favorite child. Sorry, Colt, you lost.
Oh gosh.
Because RA apparently, well, he's not yet. We're gonna have to test, right? We're actually going to create a banner and see if it works. But what was I talking about, Colt? Oh, I was saying what you could totally do. So here's the problem, in my opinion, and everyone feel free to argue with me, but it doesn't matter if you're running Core Force or any competitive product, the Gearfires, Armories, you name it, right? I'm sorry, everyone, but most of all these sites kind of suck. And I apologize. Some people have put a lot of work into the sites and they do stand out. But for the most part, I would venture to say that 90% of the firearm websites out there look the same. And personally, I don't think that's really good. I mean, everyone has the same damn products. Most people aren't selling a lot because, they're hoping that build it and they will come. We have 200,000 products on our website. And meanwhile, people can't find what you sell locally, what you specialize in, because it's lost. You lose your personality of what makes you different. And again, I'm speaking to the brick and mortar customers, right? Which everyone knows. I don't hide the fact that I have a huge passion for brick and mortar and always will. And, what you could do, right, is keep that Core Force site, use it for your overall, hey, we've got 1 million billion products, right? We can drop ship. But create maybe a different site, for featuring what do you specialize in? Maybe you custom make a certain line of firearms that is really unique for you. Maybe you've got inventory. Josh was in a store in Spartanburg and he was so excited because he found some again, all you guys know I'm not Mr. Product, but it was a product that he couldn't easily find even online, and this particular retailer had it in their store, and it was a part that he was looking for, right, Josh?
Oh, he got off screen for a second.
Yeah, I was backstage.
No worries.
Sorry.
So I was just sharing the story why it's sometimes important to create a website that truly features, your store and what you have in your store. And I was just sharing the story of you going to Spartanburg, to a very small retailer, and finding a product that you were having trouble finding even online, right?
Yeah, so I was looking for a ScalarWorks T2 mount, and for whatever reason, in the height that I wanted, they were out of stock everywhere. And I found one retailer that was local to me that was actually a ScalarWorks dealer, only showed in-store inventory. I was able to find it. I would have never known about that retailer. I would have never known they carried ScalarWorks if they were showing the thousands of same products everyone else is showing 24/7. Especially the actual gun enthusiasts, they want the unique stuff, the stuff that's not always in distribution, the ScalarWorks, the aim points, even the harder to find Trigicons when you're a direct Trigicon dealer. So there's so many extra benefits, better margins, better control for your inventory, better SEO. You actually get more enthusiasts on your website versus just people there browsing to find yet another tourist you're making $2 off of. So again, it's personal opinion. We have plenty of people that are showing those items that are doing a ton of sales on them.
A ton of sales, but they're also working their asses off to get those sales and spending a lot of money outside of Coreware, right?
Yep.
Because you've got to get noticed. So you've got to figure out, are you on gun.deals? Are you on WikiArms? Are you, name it, right? You're spending marketing money. Are you spending money on email campaigns? And are you priced competitively? Because at the end of the day, when you've got a product sitting at literally 3,500 to 4,000 websites, same damn products from the same sources, you're playing with margin, right? And nothing wrong with that. We've got customers that can totally school me about business that do amazingly well. But what I have learned from them is they have to invest the time and the money to make that successful. So that's why we always tell people, focus your website on your local market and focus on your inventory, right? And we provide an amazing tool for selling, what we consider other sourced inventory, and we do encourage it, but we want people to go in not with the assumption that, hey, I've got 200,000 products and I've got no sales. It's like, okay, so what? You and 3,000 other websites have the same products. What are you doing to stand out, right? It's unfortunate, but it's a huge market, right? There's millions and millions of consumers, but at the same time, there's thousands of websites, and some of them have a lot more money to spend on making sure that they're in people's faces more. So, two different approaches, but the one approach that's the wrong approach is signing up to any site and then expecting things to just happen. And sometimes we've had customers that have worked really hard and it still doesn't always happen. And they spend the money sometimes, but again, not every marketing campaign, not every cost that you spend, whether it's on a brick and mortar store or on a website, it's not necessarily always successful, and sometimes you have to keep working it and keep pouring more and more money in until you kind of find the right formula. And I have tremendous respect for, a lot of our customers. Everyone comes to me and it's like, Ezra, how's this customer being so successful? I'm like, I don't know. I've given them a tool, they'll thank me for it, but they're the driver, right? It's like a race car. You can take the same race car and two different drivers, and one ends up totally crashing and one ends up winning the race, right? Because they know how to control that car. And we've built some race cars, right, for people to race around, and some of them are complex to operate sometimes, but if you can figure it out, you've got a lot of firepower. Now we're trying to make it easy, right? So everyone, we bring the level of complexity down so even more people have access to all of these tools. So we even out the playing field, right? So you don't have to have a technical person to create, some really cool experiences. You don't have to have a technical person to build your SEO, right? So we're trying to level the field out, but at the same time, it doesn't mean everyone's suddenly going to be successful at it, because we're just the tool, right? You have to operate the tool properly. And, we're going to do everything in our power to try to make these tools as easy and approachable as possible. So, yeah, so I did want to show this off. Oh, I like that, Josh. The bronze membership, the silver membership, and the gold membership. Very nice. Very, very nice. And I think, Josh, I believe you can now customize all of the other colors if you wanted to. I'm not telling you should. You guys have done. I'm not being serious. The website looks amazing, but
I don't know for the collections, we can't yet. For those, the background of those images were already white, so I just made the cards white still. Cool. I'm going to change those to be color coded with the rest of the website.
Very, very cool. Well, the website looks really phenomenal. Hopefully people are playing with it. One thing that I mentioned I did want to show off is
if you're looking for the variations, yeah, acquire gear.
Acquire gear. Cool. Here's our I love that. So Josh, this is not a real product, right?
Well, if people say they want it, I wouldn't mind getting it printed. So you can see the pricing there, $65 per shirt. Prices may vary depending on which Chinese manufacturer I find for it.
That's cool. So, and we do have the ability to have separate images for.
Go ahead, click a size and it'll change the image.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Wow. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. And again, everyone's like, Ezra, where's the user guides, right? Well, you guys haven't had a user guide. And at one point, I know you guys sent me a message just saying, I don't know, something about how do we do variations? I don't think I even responded, but clearly you were able to do it, right? So I assume if we go to products, just to show everyone, again, products is pretty powerful. I'm not necessarily going to go through.
Are you sharing a screen?
Demo. No, that was a test. Joel, you passed, so you win a point back. Oh, you're welcome. So we try to really make it obvious now in terms of when you're looking at the products. And you'll notice we clearly show when there's a firearm in the products list. So this is something, Joel, I don't think you've seen at this point, but there's been a lot of updates to the products module. And you'll immediately see we're dealing with a firearm, which prevents you from turning off the serialized, right? So we're trying to take this platform and I don't know how else to say it. But I won't say retard, or I guess retard is.
You said it.
Still,
I'm so glad you did.
It's now allowed, right?
Yes.
So I won't say that we're trying to make it retard proof, but we're trying to make it idiot proof as much as possible. And in all seriousness, I mean, people just make mistakes. I mean, I locked myself out of a bathroom, so who am I to talk, right?
And Hunter seems to be laughing himself out of a job right now. Way to go, Hunter.
Just wait. I've got something in store for Hunter. No, I'm just kidding. Don't worry. I won't torture you too much. And by the way, for anyone just in the webinar, that if you're not a customer yet and you do have specific questions, Hunter and Josh are both on our sales team. They are both shooters. If you're in the firearms business, if you're in another business, they're consumers of a lot of different things other than cigars and CBD, but they can even speak that language. But if you do have questions, just let us know in the chat, and Hunter and or Josh are happy to get on a demo with you. If
AKA, what he's saying is we have spending problems and we use those spending problems to look up, different areas of retail. But yeah, we can.
There you go.
We're pretty knowledgeable in that field, especially the spending part.
So I did want to show off too is again, if it's a firearm, we've got all of the specific firearm as well as the required fields, front and center, right in the details here. So again, we're trying to remove any ability to make mistakes, which again, CoreForce and CoreStore, they've got a lot of controls in them, but at the same time, there's also a lot of room where you could make a mistake. And again, we're human, we make mistakes. So does AI, by the way. Clearly, there is no X in October. By the way, Josh, I don't know if you knew that. Hate to break the news, but unless it's Oxtober, which oxtail taco would be good. Speaking of tacos.
Stop making me think about food. I still have 15 minutes before I can eat.
But do you have the food waiting for you?
No, I have to go get it.
Wow. I would have sent someone to go get it, but
well, you decided to bring him into the webinar, so
I wasn't necessarily speaking of him.
Hey, let's clear this up real quick. You guys are really hard on AI. December can be associated with an X through historical context and abbreviation rather than modern spelling. The word derives from the Latin decum, 10, as it was originally the 10th month in the Roman calendar.
Fantastic, but if you were paying attention, OpenAI response was that October had an X in it, not December.
Well, that just shows you how retarded they are.
Actually, your explanation is half correct because October, not December, is the 10th month.
No, the Roman
In the
calendar.
original.
We're not in the. We're in the.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Well,
That's a
Gregorian.
whole
I think
hole.
this is the. Yeah. This
well,
is
I was trying to stand up for OpenAI, but it didn't work.
No, you were standing up for. You were trying to attack Google, is what you were trying to do, because I didn't know that.
So another really nice little. I swear, I wish I knew. Okay, I'm going to ask the dumb question of the day because I usually use a trackpad, guys, but I have my mouse. How do I zoom in with a mouse with a wheel? Because my wheel.
I think you hit.
Oh,
hit
you have a
M.
wheel.
I hit what?
Hit M on your keyboard, I think, and then scroll with the wheel.
No.
No.
Okay, doesn't matter. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yay.
Yeah, my mouse
you
has
hit
a button
option.
for that.
Hit option. Okay, so I just wanted to show we clearly also designate in the products, what it is. And one of the nice things you can do, oops. Sorry guys, I'm a new user to this mouse. I'm usually on my notebook, but you can actually filter out and only show certain types of products. So if I do show filters, right, I can actually say product type. And I can also choose all products or bundles only. I can also choose products that have variations, right? So I've got one product, which is the shirt. And I'll just show everyone. So when you choose a product with variations, you've got a new tab here called variants. And this is how the variants are set up. So basically you can add. So right now, if you look, you can choose whatever attributes of Josh or Hunter or whoever set this up already chose 2 attributes, size and color. But if I wanted to add a third, I could. And then it will create all the different variants based on the values that you provide it. So if you have a blue and a pink shirt and they come in 4 sizes, it will just create those variants. And then you can switch up the image on each one. You can also change your selling price as well as your cost. So for example, a double XL shirt, maybe is $75 instead of, because there's more material. You've got control over all of that. Again, variations, a lot easier to set up. Corestore did a decent job. Core4 is a little confusing, just to be honest. But again, in Coreware, it's just a whole lot simpler. So that's how variants are set up. And again, you just choose them as a product on the page and drop it in there. All right, so let's go back to websites and let's see if we can build ourselves a banner. Oh, you guys built a banner already?
I've been playing with it while you were
nice
showcasing stuff, making sure it was working.
Do you want to show everyone how it works, or do you want me to do it?
I'm still trying to figure it out. I haven't been able to successfully put on the website yet.
Oh, well, we can at least show everyone how to build one.
Oh, that I can do.
All right. So again, we can start with just to create new. I can create a group of banners. So we'll just call these my hero banners. So a group, we use that. I think, do we use the same terminology in CoreForce, Colt? Is it a group of banners?
It's a group, and here it's a collection.
Okay. Yeah. So we use collection throughout the Coreware platform. You'll see it in quite a few places. So once you create a collection, then you can add banners to it. Again, I don't have any banners defined, so I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to delete Josh's, just so I don't get confused.
Yeah, you can delete all of mine.
Cool. All right, let's create a banner. We'll create two, just for the fun of it. So again, I'm going to create a hero banner and call it my shirt sale banner. Create banner. And this is where I can literally choose my color of the banner. I can choose a layout, right? The content in the middle, content in the right. And I want to emphasize to everyone that I have never touched this, right? So we had a webinar where we came up with the don't do the okie, just click around. I've literally have not looked at this, but it looks pretty easy. Like if I want to create an image or put an image here, I can do that. Here's my image gallery. So, oh, there's some cool little images here. Let's see, does it let me create an image? No. Yeah, we need that. And by the way, RA, if you're still listening, thank you for getting this fixed. You can do a gradient. So if you want to make it kind of.
Where did those images come from?
From their image library that they've already.
Okay, so they created it. As the short guy looked familiar.
Oh, did he? Hold on.
Yeah.
That means you're asking me to put the short guy.
Go down. Yeah,
one?
one of the little short guys. Looks really funny.
Those are the Mills's creation, not ours. So.
Really?
Yeah, but man, they're cool.
It looks like the little video I made.
Are the Millses allowing me to feature it? If not, too bad. That's what happens when you put your image, or I guess you put the images there. They can get mad at you.
Yeah, I think that is their copywritten material. So
cool.
It really does look like the video, though, Joel.
Doesn't it? We need to animate that and then put them both in it.
Hey, look at this. We do have Corey here, so you can tell Corey what type of banner you want.
Yes, I like that.
Ooh, that's nice. I don't know what's, let's see. If I choose it, create the banner. Is it going to do anything? I wonder if this isn't active yet. So you'll be able to talk to Corey, which is cool. If you want. So the plan is, again, you'll start seeing Corey throughout. Here's a really powerful feature that we're adding, apparently. How do you like the white screen of death? Ooh. So banners, obviously, you want to be able to schedule them. So, RA, if you're still watching, I don't know why our scheduling kind of crashed out on me. But again, if you're doing a holiday banner, you can do a collection just called, I don't know, header banners, right? And then you can create a banner and schedule it so that you don't have to worry about it last minute for Black Friday, right? You can start creating your scheduled banners now. Now it might be early, right? We're still ways away, although it's already May, guys. Can you believe it's May? Shirt sale. Okay, it saved it. That's cool. Hey, did you see that? That's actually nice that it saved it. I thought I lost the whole thing. So yeah, I hit the schedule and it kind of crashed on me, so I won't do that again. Live and learn. The nice thing is you can have your banner literally either no link, go to a page, go to an external URL. So again, if I knew that I want to go to one of my pages, I can just say go to products, right? And then all I have to do is, let's say I've got my background, I've got design, I've got link, which I did. Banner settings, no, that just, see, I'm just clicking, guys. I'm learning. Where do I change the headline, guys? Who knows?
I thought I just saw
Here we go.
I'm in it right now. Yeah, there it is.
Shop our shop. Very original. And then my subtitle, I can turn on and off. I can maybe change up the colors. Okay, I know the colors don't look great, but again, it's all entirely up to you. If you want to add an image, you can do that. You can place an additional image, and including your background images. You also can crash again. You can actually set it up for mobile. So in theory. So I think RA, he's removed from my favorite child. You're back up, Colt. Oops. All right, go back to my, did it save? Yeah, shop our shop, buy something cool. You can choose whether or not to have a button. Yeah, a lot of different features. I know we'll be adding some more features, including some animations, some other things. But again, pretty easy to do, and you can choose whether or not to set this as published, right? So now the banner's published, and again, I can choose to create another banner, and then I can just go back to my collection and add a banner. Here's my shirt sale. Bam. Oh, and I should just create let me create one more banner. Let's create one more banner just so we, single banner, hero banner, target galore. Create banner. And I'll just choose an image again. I like this one. And I love the graphics. Shout out to Marshall.
And Madeline, they both created those, I believe.
Really cool. All right, and then I'll publish this one. It's marked as active, right? This is where you can get the embed code. Again, if you're a little technical, you can just copy that embed code once you build a banner, and actually just quickly build a banner, and you can feature it on your current website. You just copy that in, and here's if you want to put it in as an iframe. So again, if you're a little bit technical, you can do that. You can also consult with just ChatGPT if you don't know how to do it. You can also ask us, for help. If it's a Coreware site, we will not help you. If it's a WordPress site, we are not WordPress people. If it's a WooCommerce site, we're not WooCommerce people, right? So please don't ask us. I don't know why you'd be using any of those, but that's a whole separate conversation. So So there's the preview, by the way. Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. All right, let's go back to banners. And man, someone that shares the same name as someone here on the panel was supposed to make sure all of this was working. So you know who you are.
Are you talking directly to me?
I said someone that shares the same name as someone on the panel. So who's the panel? Ezra? Cole? Josh? Hunter?
Really narrows it down to one person.
Yes. But we have several of them.
So it was one of the Joshes.
Hey, did I ever share with the audience one of my sayings? And I'm going to walk away from the camera. Someone fill in the time a little because I'm going to see if I can pull something out to show everyone. So
take it away, Hunter. You got this.
Take it away, Hunter.
Okay.
pressure.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm gonna come up with something on the spot here. So
yeah, let's see if you can come up with something on the spot, Hunter.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've done many demos at this point, and if you have done a demo with me or spoke to me at one of the shows, you've probably heard me in the past try to give one piece of advice when it comes to the website. And what I tend to give most people is not to let your website go stale. Keep things fresh. And I think having a platform like this where you can go in and quickly and swiftly change the banner, maybe even do it for a limited time, like a month, or change your header and footer. Maybe, I think, if you want to do like a Halloween theme for the month or something, for example, you can quickly come in here and within just a couple minutes do that. I think it's pretty powerful to be able to, change your ad whatever you need to based on certain situations or whatever it may be. Obviously, in CoreForce, it's doable. It's a task, to say the least, for the most part. So I definitely think that having a platform like this it's a step in the right direction, and it's a huge improvement over what you're currently used to, anyways.
Yeah, that's good advice. Oh, go ahead, Cole.
Yeah, I was going to say being able to set up the themes and everything like that for, your Black Friday. That way you could just tweak it every year. Stuff that's going to be doing. So you can take the existing one and just tweak it a little bit for the next year to keep it fresher. Do a 250th anniversary, big deal during the summer and stuff like that. It's a lot of different stuff you got there.
All right, so unfortunately, I was hoping to find the right shirt, but for now, I'll share one shirt here. Let me make sure I can look at my camera. So this is one shirt that applies that we have. It's a Coreware shirt with one of our favorite sayings. Can you read it, guys, or no?
I still don't have one of those. Sleep is for the weak.
Yeah, sleep is for the weak. So first and foremost, the person that was supposed to be responsible for this is sleeping. So you're weak. And the second shirt, which I thought I had one around and I can't find it. So it's the CYS shirt. It's a Coreware shirt. And by the way, for those of you still in the webinar, you've earned the right to know a few things. And one of them is we will be opening the Coreware swag shop, hopefully very, very soon, as within the next few days or a week. And this will be a shirt that I think a lot of people are going to love, which is the CYS. Anybody know what CYS is?
Check your shit.
Yo. Yeah. When you're doing a live webinar and you're pulling up this exciting module and you're getting a lot of shit that doesn't work, it's not really good. Not good at all. So, hey, for all our Coreware employees and any other employees, it's always good to check your shit. Just check it. click a few buttons.
Don't pull an Okie.
Don't pull an Okie. Don't pull an Okie. So, so let's go back to our banners. So we've got our hero banners, and we've got, looks like our Target Galores and shirt sale, and I guess someone's working on the wide hero test, but we'll go over here, we'll edit our collection, and we'll just add one more banner. Add a banner. Target's Galore. Now, preview of the banner isn't showing, but the banner, yeah, it is displaying properly. So that's exciting. So then you can choose the different transitions. This is cool, right, Cole?
Absolutely.
Oh, I like this. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's fun. Wow.
That's pretty slick.
That is slick. All right. Should I or should I not hit the button? I hit it. Yay! So this is cool. You can specify a date and a time.
How do you specify which website it goes on?
Ooh.
You don't.
Oh, you can just drag and drop it onto the website.
Bingo. Yeah. So you build your banners, and it's a valid question, Josh. But yeah, so you just build whatever banners you want, put them in collections, and then you can choose, are these banners going in an email, which clearly an email won't show transitions, right? So you're not necessarily, and you're not putting banner collections in an email, you're putting a banner. But again, a banner is a banner is a banner, right? So you can still create banners and use them in both, or you can create separate banners. But at the end of the day, let's make sure this is active. So I turned on the active, that's important. I can preview, right? That looks pretty nice. And you can see, you can manually transition through the banners. Super cool. And all right, so now, Josh, to answer your question, we're going to test this live. We're living dangerously. Someone's going to get chewed out tomorrow. And it's not RA. RA, you're my hero. Because you are my hero. You know that song? Just think of it, RA. We love RA. In all seriousness. Okay, so again, images aren't showing. Those are just minor things. But let's now go into our sites. And again, everyone, I have not used this extensively. Now, I originally wrote the initial website module, and it's evolved tremendously, but it doesn't mean that I've necessarily used it, right? So my point is it's good to explore and try things out. And if you get frustrated, that's why there's that chat window right here. Chat to us. Not every person will know the answer, but we'll get you the answers. So hit that chat. All right, let's just, I don't want to mess up one of your nice pages.
Just throw it on the About Us page. I don't think that one's fully done yet. I think it's
and you can just delete it.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Okay, so we'll just edit it. In all seriousness, I don't want to mess up your nice site.
No, it's that one's still
okay. So if I go, so Josh, you in all seriousness might be able to help me. Can I add just a row
with the plus button on the top left hand corner?
Oh no, but I want to. Oh, I can add a section.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, cool. Look at that.
Yep.
Add a column. Wait, where did it go?
Did you click it or drag it? Oh, it looks like it should be there.
Huh? Oh, is it adding it to the...
It's at the
Yeah,
bottom.
it's adding it to the
I
box.
believe.
If you click into the text box, it should add it right below whatever text box you just clicked into.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so click on the very top one.
Cool. Dang.
Lies, Hunter. Lies.
I don't know. You all lie to me.
Hold on.
Wow.
Just
Okay,
put it on
whatever.
the bottom for now. Or just
But I want
throw
that
it
at
in
the
there.
top. But the
Yeah,
nice thing
you can
is
move
too, right? I can just easily move this. Right? Dun dun dun. Look at that. I'm just dragging it up, guys. How cool is that? Yeah, I'll just move it right above.
How slow can you scroll?
I'm letting people see the beautiful website.
Oh,
Sorry,
the page
you have
that we
to-
haven't fully done yet.
Listen, your dad's a little old, so I'm going at the speed of my age.
By the way, for you watching, I figured it out. If you click into a box and then click the settings gear icon next to the box, it then opens up a plus button for you to add a column right below it.
Okay, whatever, Hunter. You're a little too late to the game.
Sorry,
Look, I'm
I
almost
know.
at the top. Just give me about another hour and I'll get there.
Oh, you're there.
Wow. So the other way to do it, because apparently I still failed, is
Okay.
hit that.
I
What am
think
I hitting?
the column shot itself before you even got up to the top because it was taking so long. So
He's like, I'm out.
Oh my God. What am I hitting, Hunter? Go ahead.
Well,
School me.
okay. Try it on your end then, because it was working and now it's not. So click the settings gear icon on the right side.
This one, right?
Yeah, and then that has the plus button now in the center, right below that box.
Oh, cool.
But I think it's still adding it to the bottom.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you guys all suck.
It
Okay.
was working yesterday, I promise. Oh, well,
Uh,
below the picture on mine, it shows add columns now.
Oh, look, there it is. Hooray. Hey, watch, guys. I'm going to move it
Only-
up again.
15 more minutes to drag it up 3 spots.
Whee! Wait, but you see, it's not letting me place it.
Click on it again. Click on the empty column.
By the way, we've lost our entire audience. This
Oh,
works
yeah.
perfectly. Okay, go ahead. What am I doing?
There was an option to move it earlier. I was trying to hit the settings icon when you click on it.
Oh, okay. Settings.
Oh, yeah, still not doing it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and add the banner. Where is the banner? Banner.
Under content.
There it is. And then I can actually choose which banner to show. Does it let me choose the
Collection? It doesn't look like it. Dum dum
I
dum.
wonder if- Dun dun dun. Oh, I wonder if it's a different. It shouldn't be. Well, that's a question. So in this case, let's just see if we can actually feature a banner. So I chose the targets galore. Save. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, we know who's getting fired tomorrow. Oh, it worked.
Nice.
And then you could put padding
Transition?
around it. No, because it didn't. Cole, it didn't let me choose the.
Oh, you just did the
collection.
one banner.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if I'm not seeing the. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know if I'm
If
not seeing the
we-
element.
if we want to test it, Joel did make a video for us to try for the banner. I just can't figure out how to attach a video that's not a YouTube URL.
Oh,
I think.
That would probably not be great.
I think we
Why
just need to
not?
figure out where the banner collection is. But again, it might be that it's just not active. So
Hey,
that's
Ezra.
okay.
So you
I
left.
think everyone
You
gets
left.
the idea.
You left the page and came right back, right?
Yeah,
And everything was still there, so it saves on its own.
it does, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. By
Okay.
the
Let
way,
me ask you.
Oh,
Let me
go
ask
ahead.
you this, Ezra. If two people are working on that website How do you know how that would work? If it would interfere with each other,
If
or
you're
like the
working on the
last
same
person that makes it?
page, the last person that makes the change, but I think it tells you if someone's on your page. I believe
Okay.
that can be an open question that we can get an answer from Wits to
Okay.
check on that. But I think it will show if someone else gets on the same page. But that's definitely a question we should ask. I'm just curious. Huh. All right. So what do you guys think so far? It's pretty cool. It's good stuff.
I really like it.
Yeah, I'm going to show you something else that's pretty cool.
You know, Hunter worked really hard to get gift cards set up on our website, and I'm disappointed
Excellent.
you still haven't clicked our gift card button.
That is really a good segue into our gift card management. So, and it relates to the website. So the gift cards, and in all seriousness, Hunter, I would love for you to, and I'm going to talk about the back end first, but if once I'm done, if you can maybe walk us through the gift card purchase experience, I think everyone would be really interested in seeing that. So just talk about gift cards. So again, I can expand my module menu by just clicking that arrow, right? So I can see the different modules. So anything related to payments is in the payments module. Does that make sense? So gift card is a form of payment. So one of the nice things that the Coreware platform does now, and I'll show you plenty of examples of this, is we are really focusing on giving you actionable dashboard information, and you'll see that throughout the entire system. And more analytics are being added. I am so excited about the scheduling analytics. And unfortunately, I have none to show. So I'll have to see, Colt, if maybe you can, because I know Larry was showing me earlier, there's some analytics that I'd love to show. So I assume we can show off one of the other demo sites that might have some analytic data, or it says I don't have permission. Oh, how rude. You do not have permissions to view scheduling analytics. Oh, well, that's different. Wow. Someone locked me out of something. What's the deal, guys?
It's from you scrolling so slow. That's what it was.
Wow. Let me just go see if I can fix, again,
Analytics said
around.
no, says that.
Let's try to fix this. Let's see if I can fix it. I don't, but the analytics on the scheduling, Colt, you'll definitely be excited to see this. Hey, you know what?
You're not on the playground, are you?
No. Should I go into playground? Is there some data there?
Well,
or
no, because I was trying to access on the playground and it crashed on me.
Oh, you can't? Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Scheduling. So I don't even see analytics. Wow. Wow.
CYS.
Interesting. Yeah, and I'm actually, I am an administrator, so interesting. Well, again, first core pal we were going to do on banners. We still should make a quick one, Joel, just showing everything on the banners. And then let's do a core pal on scheduling analytics. So, but back to payments. I know I digress, but I usually am good at bringing things back, and I'm trying to give Hunter enough time so he's not too nervous, because this is going to be the demo moment of his life. No pressure. So again, everything related to payments is in the payments module, including you can actually see every single payment transaction that occurs in the system all in one place, right? And where it originated from, and what it was, and what was the form of payment, whether it was cash, credit card, etc. Whether it was, done on a terminal. So everything all in one place. We're trying to unify and simplify, right? That's always been one of our main mottos. and we're finally able to really live by those words. So again, gift cards are just a form of payment, and this is where you set them up. So we've issued one gift card. Here's the outstanding liability, meaning the gift card has never been redeemed. I can look here and see all of my gift cards. I've got some reports that I can print. So I can choose date ranges and whatever, run a report, and it shows me all of my gift card activity, what the gift card was. Is it a physical gift card or is it a digital gift card, right? And then of course your settings, right? So every module has a settings. So currently in CoreForce and CoreStore, it's so confusing, right? Because your settings in both systems are just not contextual. So you get overwhelmed with just everything that where your settings are. So the nice thing is in the new platform, your settings are typically all in one place in that module. So again, anything related to payment settings is here, right? You'll see that it's asking me to choose a location, right? And this is where I can set up all of my different payment types. And you'll see here that I've got my gift cards and I can say where they're available, you know, for what types of transactions. So that's part of the settings. I can manually create a gift card, or again, I can also purchase a gift card online. So once I've set all of my settings, and I'm trying to think if I think there's some additional settings that you can do for gift cards. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. And if any of you guys remember, oh, there's also, you can quickly check a balance, and you can specify whether gift cards require PIN or not. So let me just double check the sales module. I don't know why I would have put the gift card. This is where you set up payment terms, cash rounding. Okay, leave this as an open question because there should be somewhere where you set up whether or not you are selling physical gift cards, digital gift cards, or both. So all of that can be set up in the system, and whether you require PIN numbers, which is important for when you're selling an online gift card. That's a really important security thing that you should be setting up. So again, this is an example of where we have Corey, but I'm not sure Corey is fully trained to answer all my questions. So I'll have to see. I'll put it to the test, not during the webinar, but I honestly, just to be completely honest, and I think I wrote the screen. I don't remember. It should have been, there should be a settings here. So for some reason, I'm not seeing the gift card setup. And Hunter, I don't know if you've seen the gift card setup screen, but again, it should be here. So with that said, let's just at least walk through. I'll stop sharing my screen, and Hunter, can you walk us through the user experience?
Yeah, absolutely.
And unfortunately, I'm out of tacos because I would have taken the time to eat a taco.
All right. So this being my first time, how do I put the screen on the live for you guys?
It's
Someone need to add it.
There.
Little
Wait.
Button
You
says
get it?
present. Present.
Yeah, a little percent.
There it
button.
is.
There you go.
All right. So gift cards, pretty straightforward, not much to them as far as getting them to the site. Very simple. By the way, as you can see on our homepage, I just have a little call to action button in our header that says gift card. So all you guys have to do to set that up under manage. When it comes to editing the footer and header, from what I've noticed anyways, you can pretty much do it anywhere because you just click the plus button, click on global, and then click the little code button, and then this is where you can edit your header. On the right side, enable call to action button. So I have that turned on, named it gift cards. And then basically all I did was create a separate page with the gift card information, and then it tagged the URL to that call to action button. So setting it up, very simple. So from here, I can click gift cards. This is what our quickly made gift card page looks like anyway. So I have some preset amounts. I can come in here and enter a custom amount if I want to. Right below it as well, I can have the check gift card balance option. You don't have to have this show up. You're more than welcome to hide that and just have the purchase option. One thing I did notice, by the way, and there should be a service request in it. For whatever reason, it's typing in white on this page. So I can get that fixed. I'll just add my email. Oh, it does black for that. I'm just going to keep doing it as myself. Do a personal message. And typically, if you're not already logged in, it's going to send that verification code to your email for you to go and grab, and then just paste it in the code box. And then this would be the next page, showing your gift card amount, digital gift card, location, continue. Here's all your contact information. If you want to enter your address, continue, and then you just select your payment type. And I don't have a test card to walk through it. But I would assume, and Ezra, correct me if I'm wrong, after you go through the payment, it would just email that digital gift card over to whatever email you entered.
That's correct.
On the check balance, did you add that separately, or is that part of the gift card page that you set up?
By default, it's part of it, but you can go in there and hide the check gift card balance section.
Okay, because we need to make sure there's some security behind that. If they show it.
Yep.
Because I know they'll have a bot attack testing different numbers to try and get a gift card.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, pretty straightforward.
That's awesome. So super easy. While you're here, and I don't know if you guys got a chance to work with Oki, but were you able to set up a work order tracker?
Yes, so we don't have the widget set up on the front end yet, but we do have the page created.
Can you maybe just walk everyone through, but explain what the work order tracker is first, and then just show us how easy it is to create it?
Yep, so in case you guys don't know, which I would assume that you probably do by now, under the service module, you do have a work orders submodule. And anytime that you come in here and create a work order, of course, you're going to have a work order number with also a request number. So now what we have is the work order tracker, where your customers, which from what I assume most people are going to do, or either create a separate page for it, or even maybe have a widget for it. But now your customers can come to your website, click on the widget, and I'll show you what the page looks like. But basically all they have to do is enter their work order number and then their email address, and it will actually show them real time. I'm not sure why it's showing this one. Hold on. Maybe it'll just let me enter it. Oh, it's right there. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay, maybe bugging out on me. But nonetheless, basically your customers will be able to go in, enter their work order number with their email address.
Can you preview the page in the builder and just see if it works that way?
Preview. There it is.
There we go.
So now they can enter or paste in their order number with the email attached to that customer's account or that work order created, and then keep track of their progress. And I will actually, let me see.
Yeah, see if you can
example in here.
Pull that one work order. Just a little tip, you can open separate tab. I don't know if you know that about the internet browser. You know?
I did.
It was bugging me too. Each over.
I mean, totally up to you. You can do it like it's like me dragging things at a really slow speed, so I can't really criticize. I can only provide fatherly advice. You know, you don't want to look like the old man.
Thanks, God. Yeah, looks like it's bugging out, but we'll put a
yeah. It
search
could be
in.
because you're in preview mode. So,
Yeah, I think so.
But that's again one of the other additions is the work order tracker. Again, we need to make sure your whole service module is fully set up.
And by the way, just so you guys know, I've got one. If you go under request types, click on work order, this is where you can set up basically those statuses that they'll see. So here's another brief preview of what it should look like on the front end. This one, of course, being in light mode.
Switch to light mode really quick because it's hard to read. And again, we're going through the whole system, but there's some screens that if you can't read, again, let us know because we're trying to go through the whole system. And we know, I think most people prefer dark mode. I know most of our employees prefer dark mode, but if you see a screen that you can't read, because the color contrast, let us know so we can get that fixed. But if you ever are on a screen that you can't quite read, just switch to light mode and it should work much better.
Colt,
so yeah,
that's smart, by the way. The anti-dark mode glasses.
I came prepared today.
I like it. That's smart. But yeah, the tracker's like dominoes, but way more fun because it has to do with guns.
Yeah, you can quickly add a stage, say approval. So maybe if you guys want to create proposals and send out to customers and have them approve it before you do any work on it, maybe you want to make a certain stage for that. Add pictures, we'll just waiting on parts. And then quickly add it so that it shows up as a status on the front end. So yeah, very, very cool in my opinion. I haven't really seen anyone else have the ability to let customers keep track of their work order statuses or anything from the website. So that's new to me. And as a consumer, I think it's pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, and let's definitely make sure we get this fully working.
For sure.
Because I also want to make sure that, again, the sales demo site is being used obviously by the sales team. But I think literally publishing the site itself for people to play around on the site, not the back end so that it won't mess anything up on your demo site. But I think a lot of our customers would appreciate, having availability to a couple of sites that they can actually just go experience as a consumer. And we could literally on some pages, we can tell people, hey, if you put in this work order and this email address, you can actually see the status. So, but yeah, let's make sure we button everything up and check everything. I mean, the sales team, you guys have been really helpful with identifying issues. Again, we're at the point where we've got so many new things hitting, and there's so much functionality that's being added, and we're still at the tip of the iceberg. I'm not saying we're at 2.5 hours. I haven't really gone very deep in the iceberg, and I'm not saying we're going to do this as a marathon. Maybe we should come up with a day that we go 24 hours, like a true marathon. Don't everyone jump up at once. So yeah, that's really cool, and thank you. Hunter, we'll definitely make sure, again, check tomorrow. If you have any questions, if you're trying to set up your work order tracker and for some reason it's not working, just before you submit anything, just wait till tomorrow. We've got a few extra fixes. This is why we didn't light up every single module. We're still tweaking, finalizing, doing a lot of various updates.
Well, tomorrow, just call Hunter directly at 318.
Thanks, Josh.
Hey, I've advertised my number. So
our phone number is public to everyone. If we've emailed you, you have our phone number.
Mine is 867-5309.
5309. 1-800 though, ain't it? Do you call Clay?
No, 555. It's probably the most called number in the whole world.
All right.
Awesome.
I have to switch up my headset because the battery.
So,
All right.
just so we can make a note, if we want to end and let everybody go in the future, all we have to do is tell Ezra to mention that we're going to be on a 24-hour deal because our numbers plummeted as soon as he said that. They're like, I'm out. I'm gone.
Hey, so for those of you who stayed, I'm going to light something up. You guys ready for me to light something up for everyone?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's do it.
What are we lighting up?
I'm going to share my screen. So for those of you who have stayed, thank you for staying.
Light it up. There you
Light it
go.
up.
I was wondering if somebody was going to help me here.
I'm having a seizure now.
Light it up.
Hey, this is cool. Josh,
Light it
desktop.
up.
Oh, got you.
What's up, Hunter?
All right, for those of you who are on the webinar right now, whether you're a customer or not, if you are in the firearms industry, we are going to give you access right now. You're welcome to just use it, play with it,
Sorry.
give us feedback. I'm going to explain what this is all about, but this is the Armory. And I showed this a long time ago, late last year. And you will see that this is live data with Joel. Do you see that number?
1.02 B. Billion dollars.
$1 billion worth of inventory. All in one place, folks. So welcome to the Armory. And it all ties together, I promise. So it's interesting, at the core of Coreware, when we started this company, we started with the CoreForce product, and specifically our claim to fame has always been our integration into the wholesalers. And to this day, we still have what's considered one of the best integrations. Again, a lot of complexities, right, with distributors. And what you're looking at is our next generation engine. And again, those of you who have stuck here for this long, those of you who choose to watch this entire webinar, visit thearmory.io. And Joel, you can scroll that on the bottom, armory.io. When you go there, you'll see a register button. You can register. You will not be allowed in if you don't present a real FFL. And if we can't verify that you are the owner of that FFL, again, we're not looking for, this is a tool that we will provide the industry with. To what extent and what all of the functionality remains to be seen, but I can guarantee you from day one, this will be a helpful tool for you. And I'll explain how it fits into the entire picture. So let me tell you a little about the product. And keep in mind, I'm in as the administrator, so I've got access to some things that you won't have access to. And again, when you sign up and register, give us 24 hours to get you approved. And and it usually is much faster. But once you get approved, if you don't receive an email from us, just try to log in 24 hours using the same email address. Very easy. You just put in your email address and it will send you a verification code via email. And you put in the verification code and that will get you into the system. Why this is so important for the firearms industry is this is a good place for you to see who has what in stock all in one place. And it also gives you the ability to actually order from those distributors that we have activated ordering for. Right now, we've got 4 out of the 19. You'll see Second Amendment right now at the bottom. It's not because they're the lowest. It's because, again, I can sort this any which way I want, right? So I can sort, in this case, I'm sorting by who has the most quantity of items, right? I can sort by who has the most quantity in stock, which would still leave Sport South at the top. No shocker. But I think this screen alone tells you a story of maybe who you should be doing business with, because this will show you all distributors regardless if you have an account with them. And that's really important because when you're searching for products, you want to know who has it in stock for what price, right? And maybe that's a distributor that you don't do business with today, but suddenly you see, wow, they've got some good prices. They've got some product that most other distributors don't have. Let me go and buy it from them. The other interesting thing that this does is you can actually look at the individual wholesaler's catalog. So I can click on any specific wholesaler on that button. And this is the catalog from Kinsey's, right? Without any changed information. So instead of yelling at us, if you have an issue with a product, you can now kind of go explore and see who has that product and what's the information, right? Because sometimes it's really hard when you're gathering information from 18 sources. Now we're 19. Will probably be several more within the next few weeks. Sometimes it's good to look at the source of truth, right? And to see where is information coming from. You know, is there a mistake? Do I need to call my rep at distributor ABC? So the nice thing is, again, I can sort by quantity, I can sort by cost, by category, I can search, right? All from one place. So you've got access to that particular wholesaler's catalog, all from one place. You don't have to open 17 tabs. How much is this? Right now, just go use it. It's you guys who have stuck with us are our early adopters. So again, we're not saying we're not charging, but right now there is no cost.
I have to say, this is like a magic trick, Dad. It's like you're a wizard or a magician, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a fake, you know who I'm blanking, but yeah.
David Copperfield?
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah.
Houdini.
Yeah.
Houdini. This is the Houdini product. So it's really cool. So again, the little icon on the left lets you investigate and search through individual catalogs. But it gets better. gets better, right? So first of all, you can see the frequency with how often we're updating, right? And I do want to point something out, Josh. I don't know if you've noticed this, but look what we got here. We got the Buying Freedom group. So this catalog, that's actually inaccurate. The 30 minutes, we need to mention this. So BFG is the first provider, right? We call these sources of inventory. BFG is the first one that's real time. So literally, it's real time. If someone orders something from BFG, it immediately gets reflected here. So it's true real-time inventory with BFG products. We don't have a lot of SKUs, but we have a lot of inventory. Almost $60 million worth of inventory at BFG. So if I decide to sort this by inventory value, Buying Freedom Group, without really trying, we're already representing $60 million worth of inventory that you can purchase through BFG. Up to you. Check our prices. You can also go on the BFG platform and order from there. So again, this all is going to start becoming crystal clear. So what else can I do here? I can actually go to what we call the depot. And I can actually say, hey, here's all my products. You can see how many products by department. Show me what's in stock. I can search for any particular product. Josh, what should I search for?
Let's just do something from Magpul. Let's look up Magpul. Let's see what's in stock. Ooh.
So I can then narrow it down real quick by department. And this is what's cool. So let's choose, I don't know, lots of gloves. Do they make a lot of gloves, Josh?
They do.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you may be sorting by in stock as well as like lowest price.
I'm sorting by in stock, yeah, and I'm sorting by relevance. Again, I didn't necessarily narrow it down. I can choose a particular department if I want, and I can keep narrowing it down, right? So, there we go. So let's look at this particular Magpul. I certainly know what this is, everyone, but Josh, I would like you to share with us.
That is the Magpul pistol grip, probably for an AR-15. That one's for an AK-47.
Cool. So here's what's really cool, but really interesting. So looks like there's only one in stock, and Sport South is the only one that has it. So, but here's what I love to see. So the price at Lipsy's is same as Sport South. Shocker, you know, all the wholesalers, you know, they all hunt after each other. But it looks like Crow had it for a much, much cheaper price. So, you know, there's some distributors, Josh, I don't know if you've heard of this, but I don't remember which one it is. They're kind of offering, what do they call it? Smart ordering?
Something like that.
Yeah. So when you have a now again, Crow doesn't have it in stock, right? But let's play we'll play imaginary games. So when you have smart ordering and you've got a $12.42 item at one source, we won't name any names. You can read the screen. So you've got item costing $12.42 at one source versus item costing $10.56 at another source. What's the percentage difference between those? Hunter, I know you're really good at math. Give it to us.
Please don't make me do percentages with the decimals. I can't.
So, you know what's crazy, guys? Josh, just in all seriousness, and Josh or Hunter, I think you guys, or even Joel, on a Magpul item that you're selling, whether it's online or retail store, what, just guesstimate, what would be a typical margin, the retail margin?
On something like that, I mean, they're magazines. You get maybe like $5. On something like that, maybe you can scrape by like $8-10 a profit.
You think that much? Because I think accessories is much lower.
Me as a consumer, I wouldn't pay more than like $25 for a pistol grip.
I wonder, can someone just pull up this UPC and just, let's see what the price is online. So
you mind sending it over to me?
I mean, you know, there's a thing called like screen grab or copy paste, but sure, I can shoot over to you because it's not like I'm doing a webinar or anything. Hold on, let me put everyone on hold while I take a bite of my taco and send you a UPC code.
That took you so long. I'm so sorry.
So the first result was 1990 that I see. Just from a miscellaneous retailer, right? And I assume most of them would be selling it around the same price. That's typically how it works, right? So
yeah, it's $18.90 on Optics Planet, which was pretty competitive.
How much is it?
$18.90. Yep.
So at $18.90. Sorry, everyone. I should have maybe prepared this a little better, but the profit is, let's see, if the cost is $12.42, I'm making 34%. I mean, that's, you know, that's a decent amount of profit. But here's what's interesting: on a cost of $10.56, I'm making 44% profit. So my margin is $8.34 versus $6.48. Josh, would you consider that pretty significant?
I mean, that's a good chunk, especially if you start ordering more and more products.
Yeah, that's a big difference, right?
Yeah.
So how smart are you if for some reason, again, I'm not picking on any wholesaler, but if for some reason a wholesaler approaches you and says, hey, you know what? We're going to make your life easy, Josh. We know you sell whatever, 10 of these a month. So we're just going to set you up on auto ordering and you'll just get it from us at this great price of $12.42. So if you start extrapolating numbers, you just are, and you sell, you know, let's even say you sell 20 of these a month, right? Again, it doesn't matter what the widget is. I'm using this as an example. Maybe this item isn't popular, but any widget, if you're selling, let's say 20, right? And you're dealing with a nearly, you know, $2 difference between the margin, 648 versus 834, close enough. Let's round it, right? $2, right? You sell 20 of those a month, that's $40, right? But you take 10 of those items and that's $400 a month that you're just leaving on the table. Why? Why are you leaving it on the table? Because, yeah, here comes the hero wholesaler. I'm going to help you. You just auto order from me. I don't know. Doesn't sound that smart to me. Does that sound smart to you? Wouldn't it be easier? Go ahead.
Almost lazy.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just auto order, but choose, here's my favorite wholesaler, but you know what? If there's a big price difference, make sure to order it from the lowest. Let me make the decision, me, the retailer. Sounds smarter to me.
Sounds like a better option.
Yeah, I think it is. So clearly I can do that in this shopping experience because I manually, right, can go and see who has it in stock. Here's the item that's actually available from 3 different. Oh, why didn't I focus on this one, Josh? Oh no, it's out of stock. Oh, I thought it's available from 3 sources, but out of stock. Unfortunately, again, Let's see.
You can type something like Glock, give yourself a few more options.
Yeah, I probably should have done. I probably should have. Clearly, Magpul is favoring one of Distributor, but again, if I put in Glock or something else, I would see what distributors currently have it in stock, right? And again, I have it only hearing and eye protection, so I can clear all my filters. Let's just put back in stock. And just choose, again, any item that's a popular item that clearly has a lot of stock. But again, Glock maybe isn't the best example, only because your price in wholesale isn't going to be any different. But at the end of the day, right, you're not going to manually order all your products. So think about, where does this come into play in the Armory or in Coreware, right? Well, I'm just going to show you something really quick. And again, I'm on this demo site. We don't have a lot of products here, but I'm going to just pull up. And here's where it gets really cool. So I've got this ammunition here. Check out what we have now. Stock availability. In this case, this item's only available from Amchar, right? The stock availability, the beauty of it, here's a Daniel Defense, right? The beauty is I see all sources of inventory and what their stock is, and that's coming from the Armory, right? All connected. You have access to it. What's coming next? When I say next is, I'll knock on my wooden desk here, but next week, early, is the next step of being able to order from Coreware from your wholesaler, right? As long as you've got your wholesaler, you're signed up with that wholesaler. We know you're already signed up with wholesalers if you are a CoreForce user, so you won't have to do anything. You'll have these wholesalers set up. They'll be set up as suppliers. And then what's the next natural step, right? The next step is when we look at our inventory, is being able to set our minimum and reorder amounts, right? Which we've had before in CoreStore, but there are products that you want to make sure you never run out of stock. So we're going to let you specify, what do you want the system to order for you automatically? I'm not a huge fan of that, but we have so many customers like Ezra. Wholesaler so-and-so can set up my smart ordering. Yeah, of course they can. Took them long enough to offer it. And what are they doing? They're getting your data, and they'll get you locked in, and they'll convince you, hey, it's so convenient, right? You don't have to do anything. But it's still a whole lot more convenient to still have choices in life and choose who you order from and in what priority. And if wholesaler north-south is your favorite, then choose that wholesaler. If it's north-north, choose that wholesaler. right? You'll be able to prioritize them. And we're going to make it pretty intelligent rules, and we'll keep evolving it as we hear back from you on feedback, so that you've got intelligent ordering that's also looking at your sales history without giving up that history data to the benevolent wholesalers who they just want to help you out. As some of them sit in their castles. We love big corporate, right? It still should be your choice as a retailer, who you buy from and how much you pay. You want to have choices. You don't want to be locked into anyone. And again, sometimes locking in makes sense. Hey, they're going to give you extra terms. They're going to give you special shipping prices, right? Nothing wrong with that, but still should be in your choice, right? So if you want auto ordering, you transmit it to them, right? And that's what we want to make sure Coreware stays true to. So right now, if you sign up to the Armory, again, just go to the armory.io. We'll let you just, even if you're just using it for research, if for now, you can actually add stuff to what we call the target list, which is a wish list, right? The depot is your shopping experience. Stowing anything away basically will put it in your cart, right? And you can stow away different items from whatever. The green distributor is the one that has it in stock for the lowest price, right? So for example, oh, let me see. Here's Cam 4. No, they don't have it in stock. I should have just put the who has it in stock. Let's stow this one away. So I've got several items in my shopping cart. And at this point, I can go to the cart. I can view my cart. And as long as I have my credentials in here, and you won't, if you sign up and go directly to the Armory right now, you won't see your credentials. So you do have to put them in. Again, you should have them handy. But if you want to order, all you have to do is go to My Sources, and I'll show that screen in a second. But what I wanted to show here is we've got a mixed order. I've got something from Sport South. I've got something from Hicks. I've got something from Orion. Now I've got to remove this item because ordering is not available from the source yet. Don't worry. It's not going to be months. It's not going to be even a month. It will be literally, these are coming fast and furious, right? This isn't our first rodeo. So again, I've got mixed items here. I can still say, hey, you know what? I've got 3 items from Sport South, 1 from Orion. Let me double check and make sure if Sport South has it. Let me just put in an order to Sport South, but they don't, right? So in this case, what it will do is it will actually create an order for me. It will create 2 orders, one going to Sport South, one going to Orion, all from one click of a button, right? Pretty convenient. So this is work in progress that's working. You'll be able to go and look at your orders that you place. Right now, again, Sport South, Orion Wholesale, Amchar, BFG, 4 sources. Crow is coming next. We'll follow up with a few of our other wholesalers. If you're a wholesaler and have sat through all of this, just get in touch with us if you want to find out what our plan is. I mean, there's no hidden plan. We're just trying to make sure we have all the wholesalers working to the most efficient way we can. We're really excited about this. Again, it's one place for the industry to go and to actually for the businesses to go and to see who has what sources of inventory, how much inventory are they carrying, and at what prices. And I can go order. So when I go into My Sources, this is where you put in your order, your credentials, and each one just walks you through. Again, if I go to Crow, it will ask me for whatever information they've given you to fill in. So Again, it's just a connection key. If it's Amchar is one of our customers. And we will, so you don't have to go into the Armory, just so everyone understands. Coreware will automatically connect you to it. That update, part of it's already working, part of it's coming. But it's, again, coming fast and furious. We're putting some final touches. The Armory's been a project I started late last year. I put it on hold on purpose, but it's all coming together. And really a good way to, I know everyone's like, Ezra, please end this. But I'm super excited about the Armory. And let me just finish by maybe showing you guys one last piece of the puzzle. So we keep talking about really what our opinion is that most websites, you should focus on what you sell at your store, right? You should focus on your expertise. You should focus on the range. You should focus on the classes that you offer. You should focus on what makes you different, your gunsmith, whatever other unique services, products that you offer. But at the same time, maybe you also still want to offer that experience of shopping for the entire, catalog of products, right? So just give you a little preview, and you can actually play with this because it's out in the wild. It's not, again, it's one of those things we put out there. It's not fully working, just be aware. But if you're a customer that you don't get a lot of orders for the warehouse items, it's okay. You can still manually get that order and process it with your distributor. So let me just go to, I think I have it here on the products page. And sorry, Josh, I think I maybe.
Are you sharing a page right now?
I am right now. Thank you, Joel. At least someone's still awake.
I was about to say something, but I wasn't
It
sure.
sounded like you were still pulling it up.
Yeah.
I
was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Who's rooting for me to finish up already? So we have a new element called catalog search. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, can't find an item, search our warehouse. Okay, so that's all I did. I'm just telling it what to say on a button, right? I can make this a button, or I can make it an inline search, meaning it can just be a search bar. So I'm just going to show you the preview of this. So again, I didn't customize it. I can totally customize it, but imagine this sitting there, right? Either below your products or even above your search for products, or wherever you want to place it. Maybe you have a dedicated page for it. So at this point, I can say, hey, I'm a customer of my local store. I want to support them. Can't find a product, in their main products, but let me just, I don't know, search for 9mm ammunition. And suddenly I get literally a whole slew of options, a whole selection of products, right? These are only products that are in stock, right? Now, right now, just to let everyone know, it's pulling from every single source in the Armory, right? Not just the sources that you work with. That obviously is going to change. But my point is these products don't, like this product does not exist right now in your Coreware product list. But your customer on your website can still access this product and say, okay, let me add it to the cart. And boom, that product now exists in your inventory at zero quantity because you don't have any of it, right, in your local inventory, but doesn't stop your customer from shopping all 200,000 items without having this crowded screen that then ends up looking like every freaking other website. And the beauty of this is you still have control over this catalog, right? You still can decide what is my pricing structure. And I'll just show you a little bit of this, and I'll end on that kind of boom, mic drop moment. this is the next generation, or for those of you not doing a lot of business with distributors, think about your website. Think about completely exploding your website, focusing on what you do best, what you sell the most of, your local community, but still being able to let your customers explore the same catalog of products that all 4,000 websites have out there. It's probably around 4,000. That's not an exaggeration, right? And you can choose whether you're doing by default, a markup or margin. If that product is in your stock, it will use your local price, your inventory price, right? But if it's not, it will actually allow you to specify a markup or a margin. It will let you specify your default, and then you have rounding rules. You can also specify a default shipping charge. Again, we're going to expand that further, but you can also have specific overrides. So if you want to price accessories differently than ammunition, you can still do that. I can still say, hey, accessories, I want 30%, but on ammo, I don't know, maybe I want 10% because it's a whole lot more competitive and I just want to sell my warehouse items at a cheaper price. Again, and we'll end up letting you be even more granular than that. So this is just to give you an idea of what you can do with that. So it's kind of best of all worlds. Not a solution for everyone. We're not here saying this is a full replacement, but for a lot of customers, this is going to be, I think, a much better option, a much better experience for your customers. And quite frankly, I think it will be a better way to actually make some more money, because the main thing that I would change that button to say, which not enough people do, is I would say no transfer fees. That's it. Right? If they buy it from you and they're actually picking it up at the store, I would definitely highlight that. I would actually put it as a banner above, right? Or maybe put my button in the banner would be really doing this function. We'll come up with some cool ways of presenting it. And Josh and Hunter, I'm sure you guys will have some good ideas. But yeah, if they're picking up from you locally, there's no transfer fee. Eliminating that transfer fee usually puts you on the same playing field as some of the big online retailers, right? Because they might advertise the price of an item for a lot less, but your customer, when he comes to pick it up, he or she comes to pick it up from you, you're charging them a transfer fee because they didn't buy it from you, and you should charge a transfer fee. But if they buy it from you, hey, no transfer fee. So it's best of all worlds. So I can still optimize my SEO. I can still have full catalog access, right? So if you want to just start looking at things, if you want to start ordering some things, this is live, the armory.io. Just go to armory.io and just register, and we'll make sure we get you approved quickly. And you can start experimenting, playing. Again, everything's coming fast. There's a lot more that I could cover, but how long have I gone, guys?
3 hours and 13 minutes.
AKA too long.
Nice. Hey, Joel, I think you should, can we finish by showing our new video that we've got circulating around, and then run into the song?
Oh, our
our star shooter.
Oh no.
No? What do you mean no? You can share media on StreamYard. Did I tire you out? Are you like moving slow?
No, I was wondering why you're acting like we're getting ready to wrap it up.
Oh, you want to keep going?
Still got 21 more hours left, Ezra.
Hey, you guys don't want to challenge me, do you? Because while Joel's figuring things out, let me give you a preview for our next coreBLAST, because I didn't cover a ton of things, and there's a lot of cool stuff that that is in here. Again, we're lighting up more and more this week. You'll see more and more things coming. We'll be fixing a lot of things very quickly. For Coreware people, put in those requests if you've been watching this, even if you're duplicating on anything that you saw. Colt, hopefully you were taking some notes, because I know you love putting in requests, so you have my total permission to request.
Only when it comes to dark mode.
But let me, while Joel, I'm going to give you plenty of time, because just FYI, when you go to the share button, you can choose to share your screen, but you can also choose to share a video file. So I just want to make sure. Oh, are you ready? Well, too bad. I'm ready. Because I'm ready. I'm going to share my screen. See, now everyone's going to be glad. Everyone hate Joel because it's his fault.
You're welcome, everybody.
So I did want to just really quickly preview for what we're going to go over that's coming. But look at our sales transaction screen. So we now have dashboards for trade-ins, for buys. Our invoices was always there. We have an entire dashboard for layaways, and we've got our consignment. Again, I'll be going through these. We'll make sure we have data in here. So we'll have our next coreBLAST next week. Joel, we will have to do it, I think, on Tuesday again.
Okay.
So let's pencil in Tuesday. That will be Tuesday the 13th. Is that right?
Come on, guys. Is that right?
Okay.
I didn't know I had to be staring at a calendar right now. Tuesday is the 12th.
Okay, 12.
Same time?
Really?
Same bat time?
Yeah, I think this time's good.
It's fine.
All right, we'll do Taco Tuesday. It's not Cinco de Mayo, but I vote on more tacos. You know, some people, like, I don't know, if you're Mexican, you eat tacos every day. So I see nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
Taco people love tacos. I mean,
golly, it's getting offensive around here, man.
Wow. Wow, you're so sensitive.
This video is definitely going to get canceled.
We will be going through total deep dive on the register, which I wanted to do some of that tonight, but today, it's tonight for me. I'll be stateside next week, but I don't know. Everyone feels like I've gone too long. I'm getting tons of complaints already. We've got a lot of new setups. We want to talk about cash rounding. We want to talk about all kinds of things. A lot more about the station setups. I want to talk about the display, because that customer display is super cool. Wouldn't you say, Josh? Some of the stuff that you've been seeing, we want to show everyone how to exactly set up tips, how to set up the company policies that can show up, how to set up your loyalty point program. So absolutely. Joel, you always ask me for topics. So I'm finally giving you specific topics that we will cover. We will be covering the update on the counter, which is your facility counter. A lot of exciting things there, a lot of improvements that we'll be introducing, tons of improvements. And again, we'll be turning on the register. So we'll go through that. We'll be talking about fulfillment again, because now that you have the website, how do you fulfill these orders? We'll be covering that. We'll be covering I think that'll be a good time to cover documents and labels, which, I haven't done, and I told everyone that I would go over those. We should be lighting those up this week as well. Dean had some questions, and I forgot, Dean, I apologize, but I did notice you had some questions about forms and turning on the waivers. Really quick, if you're in any form, if you go to settings, you go to waiver, you just turn on the waiver, and that basically says this form is a waiver. And I do want to mention another really cool feature in the forms, besides waivers, is now we have the ability to enable conditional logic. So basically, you can actually tell the system when to show a field based on another field in the form has a certain value. You also have a new option, and I'll have to show it next time, but for forms, something really powerful, you can actually tell the system to flag the form if one of the questions was not answered in a certain way. So if you have a yes or no question, let's say, I don't know, have you been recently, I don't know, what would be a proper question to ask, Joel? I don't know, you've been found. Are
you a felon?
Yeah, are you a felon, let's say, right? That's in the 4473, but for whatever reason, let's say you're teaching a class and you want to make sure that, hey, if they were a felon, they can't come to this class. So that's a yes or no question. If they say yes, you can actually flag that form so it alerts you. And that's a really cool advanced feature. I'll try to get probably a better example. I couldn't think of anything, and Joel, thank you for coming up with something. But yeah, I think we should do a deep dive into the forms. Dean, is Dean still around? I don't know if I answered his question, but again, just on any form, I think that's what you were asking. You can enable any form to be a waiver form. You can also enable any form to be an employee form. And an employee form basically says, when that form is submitted, it will not show up in the form submissions. Instead, it will show up in your HR module under employees. So you will not see that in general submissions. You can also assign forms to employees. So you can actually create the form. Let's say it's a employee manual that you need everyone to sign, which is good practice. You would create the form, put the content in, put the signature lines, mark it as an employee form, and then go to your employees module, select them all, and there's an assign form button. More than happy to show that. I've got one last little nugget of fun. Or should I just leave it for next time?
Next time. But start with it.
Okay.
You just got to remember what it is.
I will tell you, Joel, so you remind me. Now, we're both old, but you are younger than me. So therefore, I'm going to count on you to remind me to start the webinar with user guides.
User guides. You guys hear that? You know who I'm talking to. Write that down.
User guides. So you won't see many yet, but wait and see. Wait and see. We may do a core pal on that one, Joel.
Okay.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll decide. It's a pretty core pal moment. I know Josh and Hunter, wouldn't you agree? That's a pretty core pal moment, what you guys saw?
100%.
Huh? Was that English?
He said 100%, but he said it in Southern.
Oh, I don't know if his mouth was full of tacos.
Me and Joel understand.
Okay.
100%.
Got it.
Yeah, I speak that a little bit too. 100%. Hey, speaking of Hunter. Oh, look at Hunter go.
Whoa. Oh, roll that again.
Oh, we got to roll it again. Here we go.
Roll it again.
Look at him go.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah.
In the ground.
Oh, man.
That was real footage, too.
Is that a legal machine gun hunter, or do I need to call her IOI?
Fingers just
Y'all wish I was offended, but I love it. It's amazing.
Hunter, how do you find furniture? Like, that chair looks really big.
I don't know, man. It's funny. Every time I run across my front lawn, I giggle.
I freaking love it, dude.
Wow.
I didn't want to do that, by the way, Hunter, but
just really, really quick.
You made the video.
I don't know. Guys, in general, I think you were handling all the questions. But before we end, I know one of the main burning questions and many people's main request is lighting up the point of sale module. We will 100% light it up. It's partially lit up. Every time I do something and I'm about to turn on, I find one little other thing. I promise everyone it will be lit up by the end of this week. It could be tomorrow, it could be the next day. We won't wait for the webinar. So when we light it up, feel free to go into it. Feel free to ring up a transaction. And we'll definitely we'll have to do some type of core pal just to make sure everyone knows it's lit up. It's looking phenomenal. I know I've shown it. We won't show it now. We'll go through it in detail the next session, but it's one of the final pieces to light up. Everything is literally phase one. It's all coming together super quick. I keep missing a few days here and there, but every time I turn around, it's like, oh, we need to take care of this, need to take care of that. So we're trying to make sure it's complete. We want to make sure it's fully functional. We want to make sure you're not ending up with white screens like we did tonight. You're not ending up with areas that, again, there's certain things we assess the risk factor. We released a banner module prematurely. Yeah, but who cares? There's very little risk, right? And it works, but several things don't work. We wouldn't do that with, the actual sale module. So again, we have to assess different risk levels when it comes to different modules. Point of sale, as you can imagine, is our largest module. I'm personally responsible for it, and super excited. I think for those of you here, again, Hunter, Josh have used it. They've played with it. I think it's everyone's going to be just supremely excited. And native apps are right around the corner. We've already have the early version of the app, and again, a native app will also be able to support some of the native hardware. So it's coming. Warehouse module will be coming shortly after that. Again, a native experience, not much better than the experience today. So, oh my gosh, I can keep going, but at 3.5 hours, which we are just about, I think that's a good place to wrap it up. And Joel, hopefully you've got something good lined up for us to
our last Cinco de Mayo song. Everybody enjoy the horns, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Coreware on the line. coreBLAST in the air. Turn the speakers up. Let the platform talk. Boom, 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 boom. Horns hit sharp. Coreware stepping in, lighting that spark. Tuned in, ready to thrive. From the counter to the cart, from the the screen to the cell. Coreware keeps rolling like steel on rails. No scattered systems pulling apart. One smart platform with a whole lot of heart. Orders moving clean, inventory tight. Customer info sitting right in sight. When the workflow clicks and the day runs fast, that's the kind of fire we bring to coreBLAST. It's the return of the core. Turn it up once more. coreBLAST hits hard when we step through the door. It's the return of the core. Platform built for more. Retailers feel the rhythm from the screen to the floor. Boom, boom, boom. Horns go high. Coreware rising in the sparks fly. Orale, let it blast. No living in the past. Coreware keeps moving and it's moving fast. Orale, let it roll. Platform taking control. Every tool locked in with a retail soul. coreBLAST, bring the heat. Drop that rhythm in the street. Coreware on the beat. And the system complete. If this ain't another sleepy screen share ride, this is where the platform comes alive. Extra breaks it down, shows what's new. Retailers watching what the tools can do. Sales, service, products, payments and flow. Cleaner operations from the front to the back row. Less chasing pieces, more getting things done. Coreware under the hood, making business run. Every update matters, every feature has weight. Every cleaner process helps a dealer compete when the pressure hits and the work stacks fast. That's why you show up live for coreBLAST. Baseline low, trumpet cuts through. Coreware bringing something fresh to you. It's the return of the core. Turn it up once more. coreBLAST hits hard when we step through the door. It's the return of the core. Platform built for more. Retailers feel the rhythm from the screen to the floor. Uno, dos, tres. Let the whole room know. We got the platform with the ready to go flow. Uno, dos, tres. Keep your eyes on the screen. Everything connected, everything clean. From the old to the new, from the now to the next. Coreware keeps building with power and flex. If you run a retail shop and you're built to last, better clear your calendar for the next coreBLAST. Bitcoin hit, beat drop slow. Hands up now, let the whole thing go. Orale, let it blast. No living in the past. Coreware keeps moving and it's moving fast. Orale, let it roll. Platform taking control. Every tool locked in with a retail soul. coreBLAST, bring the heat. Drop that rhythm in the street. Coreware on the beat. And the system complete. Yeah. Coreware, platform, coreBLAST, live, turn it up. Tune in, lock on. One last blast, horns in the sky. Coreware rolling and the sparks fly.
Got us over 3.5 hours. See you guys next week.
Bye, everyone.